What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. We are live here on Victory Monday, and we also have some Monday Night Football with the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings. We'll be tuning in and out of that game. But
Monday,
oh wait,
and we also have some Monday Night Football with the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings. We'll be tuning in and out of that game.
Switch this to my headphones. All right, we're good. All right. Awesome, man. We're live, guys. Shout out to everybody. I see the Mod Squad checking in the building. I'm going to check in with you all in just a second. I'm just making sure my audio and everything is working. Jersey Dolphin first mod in the building. I see you. Oh, dang, TD. I'm in the middle of Eagle territory, and the sports talk has been livid. I bet it is. Just got the notification. Awesome. We got 36 in the room, only 16 likes. Y'all hit that like button on your way in. We got so much to talk about. So much great conversation tonight, man. I can't wait. Shout out to Finn Sanity in the building. What's up, everybody? Hey, TD, welcome back. Finn's up. Man, we're going to have fun tonight. I have some topics we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about the Eric Rowe extension. We're going to talk about Devante Parker. We're going to talk about Gesicki. We're going to talk about Sam Egwavon. We're going to talk about a lot today, and I'm also going to be answering all questions today, guys. I'm going to be answering questions, so if you have a question, you can put it in the comment section, and I'll be bringing it up on the screen, and I'll be addressing it. So it's all on you guys. Let's see here. All right, the first one, TD, I like us winning wherever we draft is gravy. Oh, excuse me. Wherever we draft is gravy. We finally have a coach. Thank you, Ronald. I appreciate that, Ronald, because that's what it's about, man. Man, you go out and win games. Now, at this point, I'm not mad if we lose a game. But, man, this coaching staff proved yesterday. You go out and you win games. You give it your all. You coach. You trying to get better. Don't forget, these coaches are still being evaluated. Don't forget, these coaches are still being evaluated, man. EM Dolphin fan in the building. Shout out to you, homie. I'm glad you with us tonight, man. Awesome. He said, love the Rowe extension, man. We're going to get into that. I'm going to tell you the main reason I love it, but we're going to talk about that for sure. Man, we're definitely going to talk about that one. No Chase Young, trust the process. You know what, guys? Let me go ahead and address some of the things that I want to go ahead and address, get them out the way. That way I can handle all your questions and stuff. And that way no one has to feel like I'm not responding to them. So I'll get my stuff out of the way so I can pay close attention to only you guys after that. Shout out to Quint Riddle with the donation, always dropping love and support to this channel. He said, yo, TD, what's up with you, Quint, man? We need to link up one day, man, for sure. Always showing love and support, man. I appreciate you always dropping color on the screen, man. It never fails, man. Shout out to Quint, man. Fans up to you, homie. But yes, man. Okay, let's first and foremost, let's talk about Eric Rowe. Let's talk about the Eric Rowe extension. Okay. Now, I try my best to do some educating sometimes. I try my best to do some educating on this channel. So it's test day, ladies and gentlemen. It is test day. Okay. Let's see if y'all can get this answer correct. How many years was Eric Rowe's extension? Now, that's a trick question. Since I said it's a trick question, please get it right, because I try my best to educate on this channel. If you've learned anything from TD, how many years is Eric Rowe's extension? Y'all let me know in the comment section. It's not 3 years. It was a trick question. It is not 3 years. Vic Costa got it correct. Vic got it correct. It is a 1 year deal, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Grier, the Miami Dolphins have struck again. 1 year deal. Some of you guys are like, what is this dude talking about? I mean, he got a 3 year extension. It's 3 years, TD. What's wrong with you? You can't do simple math. It is a 1 year deal. When you look at contracts, you only look at the guaranteed money and divide it by the total money. Okay? How many years whatever that goes out to, there is a $7 million guaranteed. And he is getting, what is it, a 3-year, man, I don't know, I already forgot. Hold on. He got a 3-year, give me a second, y'all. Y'all already got me off here. I think it was a 3-year, $18 million, if I'm not mistaken. 3-year, $18 million, only $7 million guaranteed. When you look at a contract, the only thing you need to pay attention to is the guaranteed money. That's the only thing that matters in the NFL. So if $7 million is guaranteed out of $18 million, that is a 1-year deal with the $1 million carryover. The $1 million carryover, toilet paper. I mean, it's $1 million. If I had the $1 million, ooh, look out. But hey, it's a $1 million carryover. Okay. So the deal is straight up a 1-year deal. And every year after that, you got to prove it to me. Now, I love this is what I've been telling y'all all offseason. I mean, this ain't nothing new. I've been telling y'all this. I said, all these guys on these 1-year deals, on these 2-year deals, we're going to be able to get them for cheap. First and foremost, let's not sit here and ignore Eric Rowe's play at the safety position, first and foremost. We all talked all that noise. Man, oh my gosh, y'all about to get me started tonight. Look how quick things change. Early in the season, did not everybody dog Eric Rowe in the cornerback position? Did not everybody dog Eric Rowe? Tell me if I'm wrong, yes or no. Didn't we dog Eric Rowe? I'm going to say we. I mean, I'm saying we to add to everyone, but the truth is, I told y'all, Eric Rowe is always going to be that guy that can come in, make plays, get the job done at times. He's not going to be elite, but he's a good piece to have on your roster. I've been saying that the whole time. We were dogging Eric Rowe early in the season. Isn't it funny what not only coaching can do, but a change in position? Remember, that was Bobby McCain. That was Bobby McCain that went from the nickel and we put him at the safety. What you have to understand is in a Flores, Graham ran defense, technically you do not have one position. No one on the defense has one position. In the systems that we will be running going forward, nobody has one position. Eric Rowe is a cornerback and a safety now. Point, period, blank. Whether you like it or not, get mad or get happy. He is a cornerback / safety. And luckily, we have found his strongest suit. He is playing better safety than Bobby McCain. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong, because you know I can get outrageous sometimes. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong. Y'all let me know in the comment section. Is he playing better safety than Bobby McCain? Yes or no in the comment section. Let me know, because I just want to make sure I ain't off bases. You know how sometimes I could be off. You know, just let me know. I'll wait on y'all responses. Is he playing better safety than Bobby McCain? Correct. Absolutely. Yes. He believes in Flores' system while Minka didn't. Who said that? Who said? Jeff Premont. So far, you got the comment of the night, lady. Oh, my gosh, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff Premont has the comment of the night. Oh, let me read that again. He believes in the Flores system while Minka didn't. Ooh, the shade is real. I didn't say it. Jeff did. I'm not going to tell you if I agree with him or not. Yes, I am. I agree with him. He believes in the Flores system while Minka didn't. Ooh. Shout out to you, Jeff. I couldn't have said it better. My mind didn't even equate that. Minka wasn't even in the conversation, but thank you for saying that, because you're spot on, bro. You are spot on. But he's playing better safety than Bobby McCain. Now, we already know about Bobby McCain's contract. Bobby's going to probably pretty much, Bobby may be, and he should be on this roster next year. And I think Bobby is probably going to shift back to the nickel position. Now, let me make sure I'm not off on this. Didn't Bobby wasn't Bobby a hell of a nickel? We just knew Minka was better, but wasn't Bobby a hell of a nickel? Let me know, because again, I'll be off sometimes, yes or no. Wasn't Bobby playing exceptionally well for us at the nickel position? And all of a sudden, we came in and said, no, Bobby, we want to put you at the safety. We want to sit you back there at the safety. Y'all let me know. Let me know. It looks like everybody agrees. It looks like everyone agrees. So this might be an opportunity for Bobby to slide back in the nickel. Now we understand that Eric Rowe is a much more valuable safety for us, but it leaves the question, do we run Eric Rowe and Rashad Jones another year? Now that's the question TD has no answer to. Why I ain't got no answer to it? Because I don't know what the future holds for Rashad Jones. I don't know if he's going to be on this roster. I don't know if he's not. I have no clue. I have no clue at this point. But I can tell you what I would do. I would bring him back one more year, ladies and gentlemen. Just one. We're already going to be taking $11 million cap hit next year, dead cap if we were to cut him or trade him. We're already taking $11 million dead cap. Go ahead and give him one more. And hopefully, if our prayers go the right way, he can stay healthy just 1 year. Because I'm sitting here thinking to myself, imagine Bobby McCain in the nickel, a healthy Rashad Jones, and an Eric Rowe back there, and Xavier Howard on one side, and then we go in the draft, the free agency, maybe a Byron Jones, and we got that opposite quarterback. Look out, ladies and gentlemen, best secondary in the NFL. People can argue it. You can argue it. Just my thoughts. Just my thoughts. Just my thoughts. That's all. You know? So, but Rashad Jones is all about health, man. It's all about health. So I'm going to stay away from that one because I don't have the answer. And I see you, EM Dolphins fan. He throwing out the Nick Needham. But listen to me. I still think we're going to go get another cornerback that's elite or top. I ain't even got to be elite. So if Nick Needham steals that role opposite Xavier Howard, all the better, because Nick Needham has been balling out, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, he didn't have the best day versus the Browns, but he still played well versus the Browns. And hey, every corner gets beat. A lot of you all reminded me that when I was getting on Xavier Howard early in the season. You reminded me of that when I was getting on Xavier Howard early in the season. Or maybe it'll be Nick Needham, and we'll still go get a cornerback opposite of Nick Needham. And that ain't shade, but people need to stop being delusional and start realizing that, hey, Xavier Howard is a hell of a talent, but can he stay on the field healthy for a season for us? Will he be available if we make a playoff run? Will he be available in January for us? Let's not skip past the facts. Let's not skip past the facts. You know what I'm saying? But hey, right now, it ain't no question. Xavier Howard got his spot. He got it locked down, at least for another 2 years. But I just pray this kid gets healthy because he's turning into the Devante Parker that we know has the talent. See, the old Devante Parker, we didn't know. Well, we see the glimpses and maybe he can spring, but we don't know. But now we know. I guess this is a great segue into our boy Devante Parker, MVP DP, MVP Devante Parker. Ooh. Devante Parker, man, hey, the kids are making me proud. The kids making me proud. I'm still ain't proud enough to go buy a jersey because I still don't know. I still don't know. Because, you know, hey, things can change like that. I'm praying that Devante Parker continues to beast, but stay healthy to finish this season. We got 4 more games. Can you take care of business, homie? Can you forget the yards? I believe you're going to get your 1,000. But can you end this season, last snap of the year, like, hey, I had a hell of a year. I got 1,000 yards. But I like all that. But can you literally last snap of the season say, wow, this season is over. And I'm healthy. I'm healthy. That's all I care about. I want him to get his 1,000 and stuff. Matter of fact, I want him to get 1,200. I want people to be arguing that he should be in the Pro Bowl. They'll snub him. He comes up with 1,300 yards. They'll snub him for the Pro Bowl. That's all good. I already know what time it is. He ain't going. It ain't because he may not be deserving. It's because they'll snub him. But the thing that I really care about is Devante Parker, last game of the season. I'm healthy. Man, let me take a game break real quick because I'm on one right now. I'm on it, man. I'm on it right now. Let me pause for a second to basically, man, it's commercial break, man. Y'all know what commercial break is. It's the donation. The people who paid for the channel, man. The donations, man. Commercial break. Shout out to Philly .500 with the donation. He said, "Congrats to you guys on double moonwalking." You guys deserve the win. Keep up the great work. I love the channel. Appreciate you, Philly. 500 Philly. I get it, man. I appreciate that. Much love to you, man. Especially coming. That's respect. We got a Philly fan basically saying y'all did y'all thing. That's respect, and I respect you for that, Philly .500. And thanks for supporting the channel, homie. Thank you. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Everybody who donates to the channel, thank you for your love and support. But I think, and we got one more commercial before we come off a commercial break. Alex Lee, shout out to you. You said watching from California. Appreciate the channel. I was wrong about Devante Parker. A lot of people were, Alex. A lot of people were. But there's different things that people were wrong about. Some people were wrong and said he was a bust. That's one. Some people were wrong and said he could never stay healthy on the field. That's another. Some people were wrong and said he'll never be a 1,000-yard guy. But most people on this channel, they were wrong on all three. They were wrong on all three. And I'm going to include myself in that. Not all three, but, I go with the post of the channel. I go with what most of my subscribers go with. Sometimes, I can't follow them off a cliff now. But, yeah, I was wrong. I told y'all. I said Devante Parker has the talent. He can be that guy. But I don't think we'll ever see it because we can't never see him stay healthy. And y'all heard me crying and screaming and yelling last year. It's Adam Gase. It's not Parker. It's Adam Gase. It's not Tannehill. It's Adam Gase. It's not Drake. It's Adam Gase. It's not Ballage. It's Adam Gase. It's not Gesicki. Y'all heard me saying that all last year. I was going off about it. TD, at some point, you got to stop being delusional. I mean, we gave Tannehill 7 years. Devante Parker, we don't need to make the same mistake and give him 4. And oh man, why did I say Tannehill name? I ain't gonna get okay. Let me pass that. I ain't gonna talk about Tannehill unless somebody make me with a donation. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna save y'all the drama tonight because I know y'all be like, hey, I want to so bad, but I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it, man. I ain't gonna have EM Dolphin fan at home crying. I was wrong about Tanny. Let me stop. See, I'm getting on board. But hey, man, Devante Parker is, let me tell you, I told y'all. I said the way that this team is built, it's perfect because our impact players, we're not going to pay a lot of money because we're going to suppress their talent. I said that. I said our running backs will never thrive and be these 1,000-yard backs because our line isn't good enough and we're going to spread the ball around, so we're going to get friendly contracts. Then I told y'all the receivers are going to spread the ball out so much that we're going to get friendly contracts. And I told y'all if we restructure Devante Parker's deal, we straight. And what do we do? 2-year, $10 million. I said, there go my Dolphins. And let me tell you what's even better about it. Even if he gets his 1,200 yards this year, I kind of hope he don't make the Pro Bowl. I hope he do, because it's an honor, and and I should be supporting that, and I do support that. But I don't want that next contract value to go up, because if he get $1,200 this year, hell, this offseason, forget the second year of the $5 million. Go ahead and give him his extension. Go ahead and give him a 3-year deal. Give him a 3-year, man. You can give Devante Parker a 3-year, $27 million deal, and don't feel pressed about it. And that's really good money. 3-year, $27 million, $9 million per year. Guarantee about 12. So you guarantee with his, you have to guarantee more to make that lower amount happen, especially if he keeps balling out like this, because somebody will pay him 10. Somebody will give him 10 if he keeps playing like this. But I'll give him that 3-year, $27 million. Go ahead and guarantee about 16. Basically say we're going to invest in you for 2 more years. And that ain't even starting next year. It's the extension after that. That's what it's about. Man, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all got to bear with me. I think we got more commercials, man. We got more commercials. I got to address the commercials. They're the people who keep the channel alive. Oh, man, I'm way behind on the commercials. To all my sponsors who put color on the screen, please bear with me. I'm going to catch up. To the donations. I'm going to get you covered. Don't worry. Let me find them. All right. I already got that one. Here we go. This message is brought to you by our sponsor, Nick Suarez, with the donation. Shout out to you, Nick. Always donate, a matter of fact. Nick said, let's talk about Mike Gesicki in an MVP talk. All right, let me read the rest before I trip. He's been so reliable and on a great upward trajectory. Fins up and more W's to come. P.S. Coach Flo MVP. All right. That's loaded. That's a loaded comment. I appreciate our sponsor for that. Shout out to the 156 people in the building, but we only got 59 likes. Hit that like button, baby. Hit that like button if you want to hear what I got to say about Gesicki, baby. I'm going to get into it anyway. Let's go. When you say Mike Gesicki in an MVP talk, first of all, you're not talking about the league. Let's get that straight now, because if you are, then I appreciate the donation, but you're wrong, okay? But I know you're not. All right, I know Nick is talking about the MVP of this team. I disagree, Nick. He's not the MVP of the team. We'll talk about MVP of the team later. But he has been very reliable and on an upward trajectory. But that's all coaching. That's all scheme. That's all opportunity. We have not seen. Let me put it like this. On a scale of 1 to 10, we have only, in my belief, I'm giving you my belief for Gesicki's ceiling, we have only seen him, the best that we've seen him so far has only been at a 6. Every Dolphin fan on this chat right now should be happy about hearing that. We have only seen Gesicki at a 6 so far. No, TD, he done had some 10-level play. That ain't what I'm talking about. That 10-level play is a 6 compared to what he can be. You see what Devante Parker doing right now? Gesicki has the capability as well. He just doesn't get as many targets, number one. And when this offensive line get better, and this play action gets better, and this scheme gets better, this running game starts to take off, Gesicki is going to be one of the number one people who benefit from it. He's going to be one of the top individuals that benefit from it. We haven't even seen the best of Gesicki yet. Not because of Gesicki. Now, I would give him a little bit of blame for that, and blame not meaning in a negative. I'll attribute. Let me not say blame. I'll attribute a little of that to him because he still can make some of those plays that he don't, and that ain't even a knock. He can still do more. But what I want to say is this kid got a much higher ceiling than what we see. If you're happy about what you see now, man, tighten up. You settling. You're settling. You don't need to settle. You do not need to settle. This kid got more weapons in the bank. I promise you that. He got more weapons in the bank. Look out for him, all right? Fins up and more W's to come. You're right. P.S. Coach Flo MVP. Oh, I want to talk about Flo as the MVP as well. We'll talk about that later. I got you on that, Nick, because listen, Flo better be considered. I know that much. If he don't win it, I better hear his name I better hear it. I better hear Coach Flo is one of the candidates. I better hear it. I don't care that this team won 3 games so far. People don't see. That's the thing. The voters, he ain't gonna get it. Like I said with Devante gonna get snubbed, they ain't gonna get it because they still overlook us. They talk more about the Eagles laying the egg than what the Dolphins did. They talk about Fitzpatrick having one of those days that he always has, but you can never count on it long term, when this man has actually played one of his best seasons, even though his stats are lower. He's played one of his most efficient seasons in the NFL. Ryan Fitzpatrick. Oh, that's a whole nother subject. Ain't gonna get me started. I'm sorry, y'all. This is a long commercial break, but I got to take care of the sponsors first, man. We got another sponsor to the channel. Shout out to Mark Pink 13 with the donation. Said it was Gase and Tannehill's fault. Kidding, TD. Ooh, hey, I'm glad I read that kidding because you about to get me on a 3-hour soliloquy, baby. Talk about oh boy, I'm about to snap on the sponsor. I'm about to lose a sponsor. Mark Pink 13, boy, I'm about to lose a sponsor. I'm about to go all the way in. Woo, man. But shout out to you, Mark, man. I know, man. I know. Hey, it was Gates' fault, though. It was Gates, but don't put that on Tannehill. I'm trying to stay away from Tannehill. I'm glad none of my sponsors is asking about Tannehill, man. All right, we got another sponsor, Quint Riddle and Quint again. Shout out to Quint. T Hill, baby. Oh, boy, y'all teasing me, man. Y'all want to hear this Tannehill talk. Hey, man, y'all don't do it. Don't have me talk about Tannehill on here, man. Because I'm telling you now, hey, since you donated, I got to take care of the sponsor. I'll make it short, y'all. I'll make it short. But y'all shut up. Shut that craziness up, all y'all Tannehill haters. All y'all Tannehill haters. Shut it up. Man, 5-1 went into a tough division game, led his team. Shut it up. Man over there balling. NFL got him ranked as a top 10 quarterback in the league right now. I ain't even talking about PFF. I ain't talking about completion percentage. I'm talking about quarterback rankings. Top quarterbacks in the NFL right now. They got this man ranked at number 9. Last week they had him at 16, and he just climbing the charts. Number 9 in the NFL right now for top quarterbacks. Non-rating factor. We talk about top quarterback list. We ain't talk about rankings. We ain't talk about, that's just because his PFF is this and that is this. Stop it. He ranked number 9 right now. Last week he was 16. Now he number 9 in the NFL. Climbing the charts. Climbing the billboards. Hit list, baby. Going diamond first week. Out of here with that crazy stuff, man. Tannehill out there dropping dimes. Leading the league in completion percentage at 72%. 6 games in, and he's 72% completion percentage. Number 3 in the NFL PFF. No, number 1 PFF. Number 1 PFF. It's for the last 6 weeks combined out of all quarterbacks. You see what an O-line gets you in a running game and a defense? And let me tell you something. The man had like 120 passer rating yesterday after getting sacked 6 times. I didn't even know. Let the Tennessee Titan fans tell you. They tell you, bro, our O-line actually isn't good. It's better than the Dolphins O-line ever has been, but it ain't elite. It's about 15th in the league. And I say that's good enough. Man, still getting sacked and putting in the work. It's just amazing reading the Tennessee Titan threads. Sign this man now. Give him ownership in the team if you have to. This is night and day from what we ain't seen this place since McNair. It's so funny looking at their comments and all them hateful Dolphin fans that hated Tannehill dropping in the threads talking about Y'all, every week I got to read their comments talk about y'all will see. He playing like that now. It's only a matter of time. It ain't no matter of time. Tannehill actually ain't never played like this in Miami. Even in the year where he went 8-2, he wasn't playing as well. He wasn't playing as well at all. And people always, bro, Tannehill gone, so why you keep talking about him? Because it's relevant. Because the day that we start diagnosing the problem correctly is the day we'll start getting better. And he's a prime example. He is a prime example. So I'm going to always throw that up. Because we got to know where we were wrong in the past so we don't make the same mistake again. So when I talk about Tannehill, it is all research purposes. If you care about your team, you need to understand the moves we made in the past. Was it good or bad? Were we wrong? Were we right? So that we don't make the same mistakes in the future. That's why I talk about it, to give y'all a picture of whatever quarterback we get next. If he had the same trajectory as Tannehill, he okay rookie year. He got a little better, but it doesn't look elite. Oh, he got better third year, but it still ain't elite. Oh, he got better fourth year, it still ain't elite. Oh, he's playing his best football in his fifth year. Oh, but now he gets hurt. If that trajectory is going up on our next quarterback, don't dog him. Don't write him off. All you can ask for, guys, to get better and better and better and better. But we want that instantaneous stuff. We want that instant stuff, that instant coffee. Let me tell y'all something. It's rare. Stop asking for it. It's rare. I don't want to make the same mistake we made with Tannehill again. That's why I talk about it, to remind y'all. And he going to keep throwing it in y'all face. He going to keep shoving it down y'all throat with wins after win. Man, if this man win a Super Bowl, I'm losing 3,000 subscribers off rip because I'm going in. I'm going in. I'm losing, man. I might be right back down to 1 subscriber, starting from scratch. Hey, man, y'all subscribe to the channel. We trying to build this. I might be right back at scratch because I'm going in. All the way. No prisoners, period, purred, none. Man, over there got me shocked. I ain't never even seen him play this well. That running game, play action. Derrick Henry, everybody talking, oh, Derrick Henry the reason. Derrick Henry looked like a bum before Tannehill started. Now they got to respect the pass, and Derrick Henry getting every lane possible, running 70-yard touchdowns like Ricky Williams. Let me get off of that, Quint. Appreciate you, Quint, for the donation, man. Quint, get me started over here. Y'all better stop, man. Let me see if we got any more commercials before I continue going, man. Y'all give me a second. I think that's all the commercials right now. Let me see. No, we got one more commercial. Hold on, let me read it. All right, shout out to my sponsor, our sponsor, VB Shredder with the donation. 4th down, deep ball to Parker. Big balls call. Yes, man. Listen. Parker can do that to anybody in this league. Let me tell y'all something about Parker's game that y'all need to realize. Parker, let me tell y'all a weakness in Parker's game that he's going to have to improve, okay? He's going to have to improve, okay? He got to get stronger. He can go up and get it, but Parker has to learn how to use his body to body up before he go up, because when he plays those bigger, y'all notice some cornerbacks veer him to the sideline and all they try to do is kind of get him out of the play. They use his body to get him out of the play. He got to get a little bit stronger. I don't know if y'all noticed that. He got all the weapons he needs. He just got to get a little bit stronger so that cornerbacks can't bump him off of his spot when he's running his route. Because it's a lot of deep balls he should have caught this year outside of drops, because he started the season dropping balls. Let's keep it 100, all right? Let's just keep it 100, okay? And you're right, EM Dolphins fan. EM Dolphins fan said he gotten stronger off the line. You're right. I'm talking about 30 yards down the field, still in that route when you're man to man. You ain't got your man beat. You still with him, but you can win that battle and go up and get it. But they bump you off a little, so you just give up on the route. Y'all know. I hope y'all know what I'm talking about. I hope y'all noticed that about Parker. Some of those deep balls, he be going, then he like, I'm going to stop because I can't go get it. It's because they bodied him a little bit. 30 yards down the field, they put their body into him. And it slowed him down. Because his body, the way his body is shaped, he could be running in stride. Any bump off, oh, that messed everything up. Any little bump messes everything up. He got to be the one delivering that bump sometimes, you know? Just my thoughts, man. Y'all pay attention to that going forward. Y'all keep y'all eye out for that going forward, man. Any more sponsors before we keep going? Man, we've been on a long commercial break. It's a lot of donations tonight. Yeah, here we go. Another commercial break. Garrett McCaffrey Jr. Shout out for the donation. He said, great coaching up. Myles Gaskins will be our running back next year. Ooh, Garrett. That's the most questionable position on this roster right now. More questionable than offensive line. We gotta get, and it's because of the offensive line. We don't know who's gonna be our running back. They still believe in Balaj. Why wouldn't they? They still believe. See, here's the thing about Balaj. Balaj actually has things working against him now, and here's why. It ain't really got much to do with the fact that he hasn't been productive because this coaching staff knows why Balaj ain't been productive, okay? Some of y'all want to fail to believe it, but this coaching staff knows. They say it every week. You can't put it all on him. They say it every week. It's more of the fact that just like Drake, he's going to be a victim just like Drake in his contract year. And if they get an old line around, see, the difference is Drake in a contract year would want more than Balaj in a contract year. So if we fix that O-line next year and Balaj comes into camp running that ball and he comes into game 1, game 2, game 3, game 4, and he running that rock and people like, oh man, Balaj done took off. I'm not saying he will. Just like, guys, here's what y'all got to understand. I don't be advocating for these guys. Just like Drake. I told y'all with Drake. We don't know. We don't know. Same thing with Balaj. We don't know. Parker, we didn't know. Tannehill, we didn't know. Now we know. Take that, haters. But it's the guys that we don't know. But Balaj has this in his favor. A restructured deal for Balaj would get more money because he has no interest around the league. He wouldn't get big money, so they would restructure his deal if they fix that old line and he running the ball well. He could go 4 games in and be running the hell out of that rock, looking like a great back. They'll sign him on his next deal. They'll give him a 3-year. See, Balaj should come in getting a 3-year, $16 million deal. 5.5 a year, and they'll only guarantee about 6 of it. But he'll take it because that's a win for him. But it's also a win for us if we fix that O-line, and that's what turns out. And if we fix the O-line and he's not running, it's an easy snip, buy, or build his value up, trade him just like Drake. That's how we set up now. Y'all got to understand this is beautiful. This is how we're set up now. We're not getting into any ridiculous contracts where we're like, what are we doing? Not unless it's a free agent that's proven, like you going after an impact guy. You sleep on guys like Balaj. You sleep on guys like Allen Hurns. You sleep on guys like a Nick Needham and guys like that. When these guys are the ones that's probably going to get the next contract because the way we suppress their value and when we fix the things around them, we know they're a lot better than people know, so we're going to get a friendly deal. That's the way we're set up. We're good, man. We're good. We're good. So we'll find out if Balaj ends up. See, you won't know if Balaj is that guy until we come into camp next year. when Patrick Laird is out there competing, when Balaj is competing, when when Gaskins is competing, and that one more running back that we bring in is competing. And it might be a bigger name guy. We got to have a running game. We got to have a running game. We're so blessed to have so many assets coming into this offseason, but they're going to go fast, y'all. Think about it. Them first 3 picks, when you pick them, you got the guys now. Now it's a case of hope they work, or we got holes. I hope they work, or we have holes. We'll see. The running back position is the biggest question mark position, but a lot of it has to do with the O-line. All right, I think that's all the commercials. Well, no, we got more commercials. Shout out to everybody who donated tonight. I appreciate y'all love and support, helping this channel big time, man. And it does help the channel. It definitely does. Here we go. We got another one. Whoa, we got a different color this time. We got that yellow on the screen, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully I don't miss anybody's commercial. All right, shout out to our sponsor, Vic Coaster. That's Vic, man. Shout out to Vic, man. Vic the homie, man. Shout out to Vic. Vic said Fitz and Flo MVP for this team. That's an interesting. You know what, Vic? It's so many people emerging as an MVP candidate. Think about it. Let's name all the MVP candidates. Let me go down the list. Ryan Fitzpatrick, MVP candidate for the Miami Dolphins, has had one of his most efficient. That's the key, because I've been talking about this before the season started. Has had one of his most efficient seasons in the National Football League in his career. I'm talking about interception to touchdown ratio. That one he threw Sunday, he just didn't need to, but hey, he did. But he made up for it throwing that rock. 4 touchdowns, man. 4 touchdowns. One of his most efficient seasons. The stats don't say it because Rosen started a few games. And it was just terrible football from a team perspective in the first 5 games of the season. People need to look deeper into what Fitzpatrick is doing. He is actually playing at, I don't want to say an elite level, but a very high efficient level that would put him somewhere around top 4. He might be like, in my book, he's playing as the 15th best quarterback in the NFL this year. Some people may argue that, but that's just a quick thought off the top of my head. 15th best quarterback, at least. That's a huge accomplishment for him. Versus, he like the 27th best, the 30th. He really a backup. No, he's playing good football. And it's going to be interesting what they do to reward him for that, or do they just say, hey, you're still just a gap quarter. I mean, we know he's a gap quarterback for us, a bridge quarterback, but how do you not reward a guy like this? Like, do you even give him an extension to say, you're going to be our backup for the next 2 to 3 years? I mean, y'all got to look at it. This man might literally get an extension from us, not necessarily to be the starter. I don't know. But he might actually get an extension even as a backup, y'all. I'm just saying. I just don't see why not. Why not? Devante Parker, MVP candidate. But the knock on Devante, the first 5 games, he didn't show up. He was dropping balls too. He made some plays, but he was dropping balls too. We could be proud of Devante right now and happy for Devante, but that's what should make you that much more excited about Devante. This guy's on pace for 1,200 yards in the first 5 games. He wasn't doing his job. Imagine him putting a full season together under this coaching staff, and we got an O-line. Oh, I can see this man putting up 15, 16, 1,700 yards. Why not? Why not? But that's the knock on his MVP status. We could be happy about what he's doing right now, but you got to look at the body of work. It's 5 games early in the season that I wasn't proud of. He still played well. Well is an overstatement. He played, he had his moments. But boy, when Preston went out, because think about it, Preston was getting a lot of those targets because he was coming on. But now when Preston went out, Devante Parker been eating. Thanksgiving started for Devante 4 weeks ago. And I ain't talking about Zeke. Eating. Period, man. Who else? MVP candidate? Raekwon McMillan. He's been a little quiet as of late, but that's because he's come off of that injury and he's still been making a few plays. Let me tell you something about this defense. It's hard to pinpoint an individual person because this coaching staff got them playing. Man, okay. This defense transformed when they did what I kept on yelling at the TV screen, telling them to do. Think about it, y'all. Think about it. This defense transformed whenever they stopped all that ridiculous zone, stopped all of that soft coverage, and they went man to man. Bump and run. Tight coverage. Even in the Eagles game, at the beginning of the game, they playing that soft, weak coverage. And then they tightened it up and man to man. Bump and run. If we get beat, we get beat, but we'll take our chances. Y'all don't understand what bump and run does to the opposing quarterback. It puts more pressure on the opposing quarterback to be perfect. You can't throw. See, when you're not bump and run, the pass can be literally. If you're not bump and run, the pass can be 2 feet away from the guy and he can recover, come back and get it, or come up and get it, or jump up and get it. But in bump and run, you can't be off by 2 feet. Because 2 feet behind is an interception. 2 feet in front is too much contact and the receiver ain't getting there. The bump and run is not so much the receiver. The receiver's impacted as well. But it's not so much the receiver. It's the quarterback that has to be that much more perfect when you play bump and run. Why you think Brady has his toughest games? His toughest games, his hardest games for him to perform is when they playing bump and run on his receivers because he got to be perfect. And he hit them sometimes, but that's when you see the best Brady, when he get it done in those moments. Ooh, look at that pass in tight coverage. This defense playing as a whole looks amazing whenever they put the onus on the individual players. One-on-one, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all going to show me, and I like it because it tells you who deserves to be out on that field and who doesn't. Because you don't need no guys who's just good in zone. Because sometimes you have to man-to-man when you can't stop a defense's run. When you can't stop the defense's run, you got to be able to say, linebackers, I want you to end this run game. At secondary, you got to go one-on-one. You're not having any linebacker help anymore. We got MVPs on this defense, but you can't name one in particular. You just can't. You can't because there's so many people making plays. And that's how I like my defense. I don't want nobody to stand out and emerge. I just want everybody making plays when it matters most. When it matters most, man. Mike Gesicki's also a candidate for MVP. We already talked about him as well. But those are the guys that are MVP candidates to me on this team. Those are the guys. Let me see if we got any more commercials. It's been the longest commercial break ever. Yep. Quint Riddle again with another commercial break from our sponsor. Quint said, shout out for the donation, homie, but he said 27 is a one-cut running back. And online is trash. One-cut running back and online is trash. You know what, Quint? In front of everybody right now, I'm going to tell you, I can't so much disagree with that. I can't disagree with that. Balaj needs the hole, and if he can get in the open field and see that one cut, he's going to deliver. But here's what frustrates me with situations like that. Look at a player like Ezekiel Elliott. He gets the ball handed off to him, and in front of him, he got options. I can go through this left hole that's about 6 yards wide, or I can go through this right hole, which is about 4 yards wide. But the right hole, which is 4 yards wide, has a bigger upside and gain over there. And this one over here, I can go pick up that 8 yard. Like the top running backs in the league, like Ezekiel Elliott, they got options. They get the ball in their hand and they got a hole where they're like, oh, look at heaven. Let me go and walk through the pearly gates real quick. And that's what frustrates me. Like, how would we feel about Balaj running through these 6-foot holes? He may not be doing all the flash and running people over, but he's getting the job done in those situations. And then when Ezekiel Elliott, like players like Ezekiel Elliott, he ran the ball well last week, had about 80-something yards. But the 4 weeks before that, he looked just as trash as Balaj. Facts. Go look it up. He looked just as trash as Balaj, 20-something yards a game, 31 yards in a game. He looked just as bad because they're like, forget Dak Prescott, let's just stop the run. That's what everybody's been doing. So it's tough for me, man. I want to see these players in a situation where the team around them we're working to their strengths. See, we always talk about what somebody don't have and what they can't do, but that ain't the coach's job. The coach's job is to put them in a position to show their strengths. We haven't even been able to do that in the running game. And this ain't a Balaj thing. Same thing with Laird. People raving about Laird yesterday. Laird ain't run no ball yesterday. He ain't run the ball well. He caught screen passes out of the backfield. Outside of the 1 4-yard run up the middle. Outside of that, he catches screen passes and taking it up. And we like, yeah, that's why we need Laird. That's a pass. Because we also seen Laird get that ball up -3, up -2, up 1 yard. Same thing. Same thing. So it's hard for me, man. I need to see these guys in better situations. People write players off too soon when they shouldn't. Some of these guys are good enough, man. We lose talent that way. We've done it a lot in the past. Our cornerbacks, Vontae Davis, Sean Smith, those guys look better when they went off. It's a lot of players we lost in the past. We got another commercial break here from our sponsor. Nick Suarez said, let's talk about the trick play for a TD. Ooh, never seen something like that. Coach Flo is a beast. I got mixed feelings about that play. I got mixed feelings about the play. First of all, I love the play. It was like one of the best things I've ever seen in my life in a football game. The way that I've seen people run plays like that before, but never worked and never did it like that, throwing like the kicker, throwing it to the holder or whatever it was. But I would have liked to save it. That's my mixed feeling. I would have liked to save that play. We can't line up like that again and expect to run that same play for the next 2-3 years. Think about it. Look at the formation. You can't run that play for the next 2-3 years and expect to just feel great about it. Like every team that made ESPN, everybody's seen that play. I would have liked to have saved that for our Super Bowl run. That's the type of play you in the AFC Championship game, 4th and 1, and you down by 4, and in 6 minutes left, conventional wisdom says kick the field goal, play defense, get the ball back, try to go down and win. But you're like, no, we're going for it. And you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe we're going for it. What kind of crazy formation is this? What are they doing? We got it! AFC champs! I would have rather saved it. You can't knock them. Use it. Show what's in your thought process. Show what's in your arsenal in terms of we got some stuff here. Chill out, Dolphin fans. Trust me, the future's bright. I just hope you got a lot more of that good stuff. Not a lot more because it ain't a lot out there like that, but I hope you got a few more because you got people watching the game like, oh my gosh, he's running it. What are we doing? Oh, I didn't even see the flip. I didn't even see him flip the ball. I would have rather saved that play. That's the type of play that you literally in the biggest of games, you show them. It's been a tough game, but look at what we do. We find any means to get it done. but we wasted on the Eagles in a game that didn't mean anything for us other than evaluating talent. Oh, wow. Russell Wilson got picked off. Pick 6. Ball batted all around. Y'all let me know. Would you have saved it or used it? I know it was a beautiful thing for us to watch, but y'all let me know in the comment section right now. Save the play or use the play? Let me know. Let me see what y'all say. Y'all let me know. I want to hear from y'all on this one. Save the play or use the play? We've seen the play now. We love the play. We get it. But do you save that or do you use it? Use it. Use the play. For a win, use it. Parker, y'all will use it. Did y'all realize how epic that play was? And let me put it like this. I kind of feel like that play would have worked against anybody. That play would have worked against anybody seeing it for the first time. But do you think that play works again? Do you think that play works again? That play don't work again. That is a one-time play for at least the next 3 years. I understand y'all wanted to use it for the win, but the win was meaningless. You got to save that. I ain't knocking the coaches. I'm happy they did it. It showed us the type of creativity they bring to the table. It's answers for us. But that's a save, man. Somebody said we're not a bank. Well, we need to be. I ain't trying to be in debt. Just my thoughts. I see we got mixed feelings, though. Some people say save it. Some people like no, use it. Y'all hit that like button, guys. We got 100 likes and 150 people in the room. It's just my thoughts. I don't know. I would have saved it. All right. I would have saved it. But it was a hell of a play, man. Hell of a play. Any more commercials before we move on? I think that's it. Oh no, it's a few now, actually. All right. Hold on. Let me address these. The sponsors are speaking tonight, man. Hold on, guys. Ooh, I'm way behind. Y'all bear with me if I miss any donation. I don't want to miss anybody's donation, so y'all bear with me. Did I get this one? Okay, I read that one. Now we got this one. Oh, that's Vic again. Let me see if y'all bear with me one moment. I want to make sure I take care of people who supporting the channel. And shout out to Snowman with the donation. He didn't leave a message, but he still donated. I appreciate the love and support, Snowman. For sure, bro. Trying to get Vic's. I think Vic's is passed, but I can still read it on my end. Vic said, TD. Shout out for the donation, Vic. He said, TD, look at the team. Who is making us better? Who do we identify with? Who would you like to be next to in this battle? Vic, that answer is simple. It's no one on the field, Vic. It's Brian Flores for me. It's Brian Flores. We can name a few players that we can go to war with, but listen, man, some of these guys have been showing up, playing well and playing good, but their better replacement is coming, or their better starter is coming in the offseason. Even some of these emerging guys who's like, wow, he's coming on, still might be a backup next year. Y'all better understand what's coming to this team next year, baby. We about to roll. We about to be something serious next year, man. People like, 3-year rebuild. We better be contending next year. This point next year, we shouldn't be talking anything less than 7 wins at this point. We shouldn't be talking anything less than 7. I want 9 wins at a minimum next year. 9 at a minimum. That's at a minimum. And I think we should be doing a lot better than that, but I want 9 at a minimum. Just my thoughts, Vic. Just my thoughts, man. Let's keep going. All right, I think we caught up. Here we go. Daniel, yes. All right, we got one with Daniel. All right, Daniel Fuentes, shout out for the donation. Another sponsor said, do you think this staff is holding off on starting Rosen, I believe he's talking about, because the staff thinks he's garbage or because they believe in him and are developing him? That's an interesting question. One that I can give you my opinion about, but please do not don't quote me on this, man, because I'm gonna be honest, none of us know, because I'm a reader of words. I pay attention to the press conferences, how they talk, their demeanor when they talk, and I try to read through it. And what's very telling to me is when Flores says, we already got a good evaluation on Josh. We already know what we have in Josh. That can be telling us so much, or it can be telling us nothing. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, we already know we got a stud and we protecting him right now. Or we already know he's going to be a good backup for us for a few years. Or we already know we got a stud, but I don't know. And I'm gonna be honest, it's killing me because this is the element that has our draft turned upside down. Like, if we knew this answer, we could actually be starting to give some answers about the draft, about free agency, everything. People gonna be like, oh, they feel he sucked. Trust me. Oh, they saving him. Man, nobody knows. They just going off of what they believe and putting it on the coach to make it seem like that's what the coach believes. I ain't finna sit here and play with you. I ain't gonna sit here and tell you one thing. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Man, we don't know, man. I've been trying to study that piece of it for a while. But one thing I will tell you, what's promising is the way Josh is handling these moments. Every story that comes out about Josh is simply about how he's putting in the extra work, how he's busting his behind right now, that's all you hear. And the coaching staff's talking about it. So we don't know, man. And we want to know. The crazy thing is the answer's getting closer and closer, though. Our answer is getting closer and closer. It's just killing us having to wait. Oh my God, it is killing us. Like, come on, tell us something. Because let me tell you, I like Rosen. I also see Rosen's flaws, and I don't like his flaws. But also, I know what Rosen could be, in my opinion, with the right team around him. I know a lot of people feel like Rosen is going to be this. If we put the right team around him, he's going to be like this, the next this and that. I actually personally don't believe that. I actually think Rosen, in the right circumstance with the right team, is going to be an excellent game manager, but that's a compliment. Y'all know my thoughts about game manager. People think game manager is an insult. Game managers win Super Bowls. People don't even know the definition of a game manager, but they use that term as if it's an insult. All your elite quarterbacks are the best game managers. They're the best game managers. They know how in a passing play to check out of it and run the ball. They're watching the clock and saying, you know what? I know what I need to do right here. Let me put my team in the right situation. Here I am, 2nd and 8. They're playing the pass, and I got a pass called, and I could get the first, but it's going to be I could get it, but it's going to be a tough play. Or I can go ahead and get these 3 yards and make it a 3rd and 5 versus the 3rd and 8. Game managers. I could take this shot downfield, but you know what? Given the circumstance, I could dump it down. It ain't nothing but first down. Let my guy make a play, even if it's not a first down. Game manager. Why would I waste a play and make it 2nd and 10 instead of 2nd and 7? Game manager. The best game managers are winners in this league. People think that this term game manager is a bad – I don't get it. It's the ultimate compliment, in my opinion. It's the ultimate compliment. Period. Give me a game manager any day of the week, a good one. Tannehill is being an excellent game manager right now, averaging 24 passes a game right now. Not 40, not 30, not 50. You should see how many times he's checking out of his play and he hand the ball off. They had a pass play drawn up, but hand it off. Derrick Henry just got us 5 yards. Much more manageable third down for me now. Game managers. Give me one any day of the week. That's what I want. More than anything. More than anything, man. More than anything. But I think Rosen can be an excellent game manager. I personally don't believe he can be an elite, like Brady-esque, Roger-esque. I don't believe it. I could be wrong. Time will tell. You got to see a guy in a perfect situation like Brady, like Mahomes, like, you know what I mean, to really say what they can be. I don't think that's Rosen, but I think Rosen is good enough to get it done, to be our franchise quarterback, win us games. People, I'm telling y'all now, there are a lot of quarterbacks like Russell Wilson in this league. It's just that they're not in a Russell Wilson system. Russell Wilson in his best games only throw the ball 22, 24 times a game. When Russell Wilson is struggling and not having a good game, oh, he threw it 36 times. Oh, he threw it 42 times. Oh, okay. It's lovely. It's easier to be efficient when you're only throwing it 22 times when you have to, because the running game is helping you. And you got a great defense that's not letting us see, I got to understand that too. Not even about Russell Wilson. But the reason why a lot of these teams and quarterbacks are so successful, their defense helped them be successful. Here's why. If your defense sucks, in the second quarter, you already down by 3 possessions. What you think they going to do? They going to go to pass. They going to switch you to pass, and the defense is going to play pass, and you're going to have a rough day. The reason why players like Russell Wilson is so efficient and good at what they do is because they have less exposure. They minimize their exposure. Russell Wilson throwing more than 25 times is trash compared to Russell Wilson throwing less than 25 times. Go look it up. These are facts. The reason why he's able to throw less than 25 times is when his defense allows him to. Look at tonight's game. The Vikings are up 14-7. 3rd and 9, he just throws an incomplete pass in the end zone. If they continue to trail, he's going to throw the ball more than 30 times, and he's not going to have his greatest game. This is how it works. We got to pay attention to those things, all right? All right, I think that's all the donations and sponsors for tonight. Let me make sure, well, at least so far, let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. If I missed anybody, you got to let me know. I hate doing that, man. Amazing Grace, since I already clicked on it, said when people say game manager, they are usually trying to say the guy doesn't have ice in his veins. No, it factor. Kind of like Andy Dalton, in my opinion. I agree with that, Amazing Grace. When people say game manager, that's what they're referring to. But the truth is, that's not what a game manager is. Just because that's what people are referring to, that's not what it is. It's not what it is. Managing a game is different from thinking that the guy doesn't have it. Just say that he doesn't have the it factor. Just say that he doesn't have the grit, the moxie. In my opinion, you know, Bortles was a game manager. Listen, you got to have a defense to really show. Without a defense, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're a game manager or not. Look at that, and it's funny, man. Look at Tom Brady now. Now people want to talk about Tom Brady ain't playing as well.
His receivers ain't getting open. Yeah, but TD, he's 42. Oh, now y'all want to blame it on his age. Now we want to start talking about his age. I promise you, it's the same Tom Brady with the same skill. You could talk about his age all you want. He got the same arm, I promise you. His receivers ain't getting separation and ain't getting open. You see how that's making him look? Interesting. Shout out to Fake Spike. We got another commercial break from one of our sponsors, Fake Spike 94. And he put the yellow color, orange color, like I like to say, dolphin orange color on the screen. Said, TD, when are you coming to get that New Jersey love? You're killing me, man. I want to come so bad, but I got babies, man. I thought they were because we have not me, but I guess I might end up going, but we have an engagement to go to that weekend for the MetLife Takeover, and I plan on going to the MetLife Takeover, but the problem is having someone watch the kids is kind of like not looking good right now. Not looking good. And then on top of it, I'm doing so much traveling. 3 weeks from now, I'm right back in Dallas for like 10 days. So it's tough. I will actually plan to come to MetLife Takeover. Finsanity 5 had me covered in everything, man. And it's looking tough for me right now. And on another note, it looked like we winning more games when I don't show up too. So, man, but we'll see. It ain't not the question yet, man. If something changed for me, we'll see, man. We shall see. Gonna have to do an off-season meet and greet. Yes, we will. But the way some of y'all talking, y'all say y'all gonna be at the draft. Me and my homie Bree, we gonna be at this draft, man. That's for sure. Well, I want to meet some of y'all before that, but April, man, we gonna be at this draft. I know Chef Jew's supposed to be there, man. That's gonna be lit. Shout out to Chef Jew, man, the homie in the building. I see you. I see you right there, man. Shout out to Julian. He gonna be at the draft, man. Hey, this is the one to go to. If you ever go to a draft, this is the one you want to go to. Save your pennies now, man, and make it happen. Save your pennies now and try to make it happen, because this is the draft that's going to carry this team for the next 5 to 10 years. The players we're going to be like, oh, we're going to be rooting for. The players we're going to be rooting for is going to be in this draft for the next several years, man. This is the one, man. I'm here waiting. That was an away game. It was really quiet about halfway through the third quarter. Hey, TD. Shout out to you, Powerhouse TJ. Hey, TD, do you think we going to pick up Jonathan Taylor with one of our first-round picks, man? I keep on telling y'all the same thing. I have no clue, man. I have no clue. I mean, first of all, is he even going to be available at wherever we want to go with it? Only thing I'm focused on is the number 1 overall pick right now. And listen, man, I won't chase. Even I'm saying Iguavan. What am I doing? Espinosa, however you pronounce it. I want one of those guys, man. No question about it. All right. Shout out to Nick Moore. I just seen a pop-up on my phone notification on YouTube said, I huge you fan. I can't think he meant I'm a huge fan of yours. Fan of you, and I watch your channel sometimes. Go Miami Dolphins. Shout out to you, Nick Moore. I appreciate your love, man, for sure. Appreciate your love, man. But yeah, man, I think that's all our sponsors so far. Shout out to everybody who donated to the channel tonight. There's a lot of people donated tonight. Lord, that's probably one of the most the most donations I've gotten in a short period of time in a long time. So shout out to everybody supporting the channel. And I wanted to let y'all know, man, y'all help this channel become bigger and better. Matter of fact, y'all help me do things like MetLife Takeover, because this traveling be expensive, because I don't come alone. I got to bring my queen with me almost everywhere I go, my wifey, Oh, just think about my wife. I love her so much. Look at me showing some open affection in front of people. That's right, baby. No shame in my game. Woo! Oh, man, I slay myself sometimes, man.
Oh man, but what? All right, we off a commercial now. I didn't see any more donations come through. So what were we talking about before all the commercials came through? Oh man, shout out to Fat Boy Swag 2905, man. But I want to tell y'all, man. Listen, man, you should be proud of what we're doing right now as a team. We don't won 3 games, our biggest win of the season. That Eagles win was huge, y'all. Y'all got to understand that is a huge win. This Eagles win is huge. We actually balled. Like our offense was unstoppable. The offense was unstoppable. Like everything we did it at our own. Outside of running the ball, we still couldn't run the ball. But shout out to the coaches. We can't run the ball. Let's get our screen game going. Let's get our sweep. They even did some jet sweeps and it was working. You got to be creative like that, man. We can't run the ball. Let's do some jet sweeps. Let's do some screens. Then we start getting a few 3 and 4 yard runs because they had to respect the jet sweeps and they had to respect the screens. It's a give and take, man. And we got halftime in this Seattle Seahawks and Minnesota Vikings game. Vikings are up 17-10 over the Seattle Seahawks, just so you know. Vikings are up, man. All right, guys, so we're going to take this break. Because I know a lot of people that couldn't donate to the channel and I didn't address your comments. Go ahead and leave some questions or comments in the comment section, and I want to put them on the screen. While there's no donations, I want to be able to answer some of you guys' questions that aren't donating because it's not so much about just donating. I love all y'all. I just got to make sure I take care of the people who are showing their love and support in that way. But I want to answer a lot of y'all questions. I want to handle a lot of y'all comments. So while there's no donations, send them through now because when the donations come, I have to make sure I address those. So put it in the comment section. I want to answer your question and I want to respond to your comments. All right. Let me see. Where are we at? All right, we got one from Amazing Grace. I like when these guys run the Wildcat too. Reminds me of 08. I don't know, but it excites me when I see that lineup. Maybe I'm just nostalgic. Hey, I like it too because it works. I don't know why we don't do it more in the running game just to get that going. To be honest with you. So that's on the coaches. At the end of the day, hey, we just came off our biggest win. We're going into war again this weekend, and this is a game that we definitely want. What do y'all think the score prediction is going to be this weekend anyway? Y'all let me know, all right? Let me read this comment. Hey, TD, one of sources told me that Rashad Jones – oh, Lord. I didn't hear about that reason 22. I don't know nothing about that, honestly. Russell Wilson is not an average quarterback. He's better. Yeah, Russell Wilson's definitely above average. He's definitely above average. Which I got to – man, Russell Wilson is definitely above. Matter of fact, I already told y'all he's elite. He's elite. He now don't get me wrong, the system and scheme is perfect for him, though. If he continues to trail in this game, that's whenever I don't want to take that – I don't want a Russell Wilson that's throwing the ball 40 times a game. I want a Russell Wilson that's throwing the ball 25 times a game. Play action. I want the Russell Wilson that's faking the handoff, rolling out, and got 5 seconds to throw the ball and finding his tight end across the middle wide open. And he delivers on that. I want the Russell Wilson play action running towards the sideline, delivering a strike on the way out of bounds. He delivers on that. I want the Russell Wilson back to pass, hitting the comeback route. He delivers on that. But if you ask Russell Wilson to stand in the pocket and throw the ball 40 times a game and just from the pocket and just sling the ball around, I'm not taking that Russell Wilson. That ain't his game. And people need to understand that. He's not a Brady guy. He cannot hold up if he had to be a Brady guy sitting in the pocket all day just getting it done. He got to have the play action. He got to roll out. He got to do those kind of things. But he's amazing doing it. But that's the scheme. Same thing Tannehill in Tennessee.
Tannehill is thriving in Tennessee because the play action, the running game is so good that the play action is giving him. When he rolls out on play action, nobody's in his face. Tannehill back there like, oh my gosh, I'd have died and gone to heaven. Where was this all my life? Oh, and don't get me wrong, Tannehill been throwing some shade, y'all. I don't like that now. I like Tannehill, but he been throwing some shade. Every interview he do lately. What's the difference from what you see in Miami? Well, this offensive line is really blocking for me. And this and that. Ooh, Tannehill throwing shade. but deserving. Well deserved, man. Let me see what else y'all said. Finsanity said, I know I'm trying to get at least 5 tickets to give away, just waiting to hear back. Yes, Finsanity, that'd be sweet, man. Hopefully you can bless some people for sure. Hey man, y'all better hit Finsanity up. I'm about to give him your phone number, Finsanity. 954, none of your business. Oh man. All right, let me see. All right, who is this? Donald and Irene Young said, TD, provide the masses either your top 5 draft picks. Ooh, you put me on the spot when I ain't even got it, but I'll try. Or top 5 positions that must be addressed this offseason. Now, that's easier. To become playoff bound. We would love to hear it. Now, I love that you put to become playoff bound. Now, that makes it better for me. I can't tell you top 5 draft because you don't know if them guys going to make you playoff bound. But the second part of that is more realistic. Top 5 positions that'll make us playoff bound. Position number 1, defensive end. Position number 2, elite cornerback, opposite Xavier Howard or Nick Needham, however you want to look at it. Position number 3, gosh. All right, position number 3, 4, and 5 are all the same. Just offensive lineman. Position 3, 4, and 5, all 3 of them are offensive linemen. Give me a defensive end, give me a cornerback, give me 3 offensive linemen that are ready to roll. You know what I mean? And we playoff bound with this team right here. This team right here. Give me a top defensive end, a cornerback, and 3 offensive linemen. We're playoff bound. That's it. That's my take. Hopefully that answered it. We're in the playoffs right there. Because first off, we got to be able to stop people a little more than we are. And we've been playing well on defense, but we know we could still be better. So that's what I love about what we're doing with this. Man, we got a whole bunch of no names on defense, but this coaching staff is figuring out ways to get it done. So if we can do that, get a defensive end and an opposite cornerback, because these linebackers are coming on. I like them. Y'all talk, where's the QB? It ain't in my top 5 to make the playoffs. We can make the playoffs without it. We can make the playoffs without it. We can make the playoffs with Ryan Fitzpatrick if we had those 5 things I just said. Yeah, we can make the playoffs with Rosen if we had those 5 things I just said. Running back, listen, if we had those 3 offensive linemen, our running game would be better. So don't say running back. Don't say running back. If we had those 3 offensive linemen that I just said, the running game is going to be better. Without the elite running back. Elite running back ain't elite if the offensive line ain't creating holes for him. Come on, man. Y'all keep on talking about running. Listen, please, football enthusiasts, football educators, football students, I don't know, whatever you consider yourself. Every position in the NFL relies on another position. except defensive end, in my opinion. I want y'all to hear that again. Every position in the NFL relies on another position except defensive end, except defensive lineman, technically. Defensive linemen are the only position that don't rely on other guys. I mean, outside of their core unit, they need a good unit as a whole, but they don't rely on other positions because they just got to go get that quarterback and stop that run. Go get it. Running backs rely on the O-line. Running backs rely on a reliable quarterback to take pressure off of them and give them more holes. You see what I'm saying here? If the quarterback is deadly and the O-line is deadly, the running back's going to thrive. I don't care who you put back there, ladies and gentlemen. It don't matter. If you got a 6-foot hole, I can run through it. If you got a 6-foot hole, I can run through it. And TD ain't claiming to be no elite running back. I ain't claiming to be no elite nothing on the football field. Them days done passed for me. But I tell you what, you give me league minimum, I'm going to claim I am. I'll tell you that now. I'm going out there making plays, baby. Woo! Give me one game check. That's all I need. Up, TD out. Matter of fact, forget that. You sign me on a minimum deal, I'm going on IR first practice. Nope, y'all going to pay me. What? I'm going so hard in practice, I'm trying to get hurt. I'm just going crazy. Flo, Coach Flo, my leg. Oh, my neck in my back. I want my fully guaranteed contract. What, man? I want every penny. I want every penny, man. Oh, man, boy, they mess up. Sign TD on a one-day deal. Boy, I'll be injured in 13 seconds. Sign right here. My wrist. You got that signature? Okay. My wrist. Put me on IR. Right away, boy. Right when I signed the paper. That pen hurt me. And I was under y'all watch. The paper signed, baby. Give me my check. Give me my check. Give me my check, boy. I'm telling you, man. Man, like Xavier Howard and Rashad. That's who Xavier Howard learned from. I got it now. Xavier Howard learned from Rashad Jones how to get paid and do nothing. Man, now I know Rashad Jones is a great mentor, man. He done showed Xavier Howard how to get paid and don't do nothing. Don't do nothing. Matter of fact, the only time you do something is the last year before your next contract. Then you get hurt again, baby. It's crazy, man. I'm tired of this guy getting hurt. Man. All right, let me see what y'all talking about, man. Oh, man. He said, Dolphins training facility going to be so nice next year from that Super Bowl money. Man, the training facility, they already broke ground. They already making it, man. And it ain't got nothing to do with the Super Bowl money. He going to make money from the Super Bowl, but that facility is – the Dolphins facility is – man, they upgrading every way they can. They got the tennis courts over here. They got the training facility being built. They got the helicopter pads. Now they putting the – now they actually – I don't know what the things are called. I'll look it up because I like educating myself on stuff that I say I don't know. So I'll look it up tonight. But what's those things called? Y'all will tell me. Somebody on here educated enough to know this. They're not ignorant about it. What's those things on like ski resorts and stuff that you ride on that take you up and then you get off and you start skiing? You know those buggy things that you get on and it's in the sky and you riding on it. What are those things called? Anybody know what those things are called? Gondolas? Is that what it is? Ski lift? Lift? Okay. I think I saw something that said gondolas once, but they installing that now at the stadium. Gondola. Yeah, they giving you a view from the stadium up above, looking at the fans and everything. They putting that in, man. They putting that in. It's crazy. The stadium should be in downtown. Whew, not the Dolphins stadium. That'll be beyond congested. You ever go downtown Miami? Ain't no way you want the stadium in downtown. That would be nasty, ridiculous. Like, where you going to find parking and everything? It's already hectic to go to a comedy show downtown in Miami. It's crazy. Yeah, but they doing all kind of upgrades, man. We're going to have the Super Bowl more and more. Oh, we got another commercial break. One of our sponsors has checked in. Shout out to Donald and Irene Young with the donation. Said, loved your answer, TD. Check out the defensive tackle, Derek Brown. You know, I got to write that down. Derek Brown of Auburn. Paired with our overall number 1 pick, defensive end, Chase Young. I love it, baby. I don't know about number 1 overall, but I love it. I see what you mean. Wilkins and Godchild ruling the AFC East. Fins up. All I want for Christmas is a pass rush for next year. That's all. Do y'all understand how much different it would be if quarterbacks had somebody in their face and getting sacked? Like, come on, man. Y'all know we don't sack nobody, y'all. We don't sack nobody. Let's keep it 100, man. And thank God for Sam Egglevon showing up a little bit yesterday on those delayed blitzes and stunts. He had 2 sacks, but we don't sack nobody. Do y'all know how this team's life would change if we could just get – God, like when you watch some of these games and you see these quarterbacks getting brutalized, like every play, who was that? Which elite quarterback had 9 sacks the other day? It was one of the elite quarterbacks that gave up 9 sacks. Because I said, let me remember this so that whenever they want to talk trash about Tannehill, saying he ain't got pocket awareness, how this is one of the elite quarterbacks in the NFL, one of the best, and he just had 9 sacks today. Gosh, what team was that? It was one team. It was an elite quarterback in this league, by the way, who gave up 9 sacks. He got sacked 9 times, y'all, this weekend. Just like Cousins just got sacked and fumbled, and they lose 25 yards on it. Was it Aaron Rodgers? Yeah, it was Aaron Rodgers. It was Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. Aaron Rodgers got sacked 9 times. 9 times. But let me go live talk about Aaron Rodgers suck. He ain't got no pocket awareness. He trash. Man, y'all better learn football, man. What kind of quarterback with pocket awareness gets sacked? Y'all remember that Minnesota game last year when Tannehill got sacked 9 times? All I heard was what kind of quarterback gets sacked 9 times. That's a trash quarterback. Ain't no elite quarterback. Ain't no good quarterback get sacked 9 times. Aaron Rodgers got sacked 9 times. How about that? How about that? How about that? Aaron Rodgers sacked 9 times. Got brutalized. And y'all try to tell me the quarterback makes all the difference. The quarterback makes all the difference. Man, y'all better learn y'all lesson and get you a D-line. Invest in a top-tier D-line. Top-tier D-line to fix all your problems. You know why? Even if your offense suck, you still in every game. Even if your offense suck, you're still in every game. You're still in every game, man. But shout out to you, Donald and Irene Young, man, with the donation. But yeah, man, we need a D-line, man. Ain't no question about it. I ain't living in this delusional world to make it seem like we don't. TD, you haven't talked about Rowe contract extension. Ray, that's the first thing we talked about on this stream tonight was Eric Rowe's extension. The very first thing we talked about was Eric Rowe's extension. About how it's just a 1-year deal and it's a prove-it deal. And I love it. He's playing great play at the safety. He shut down the tight ends for the Eagles. I hope y'all noticed that. He's better with the bigger guys than Bobby McCain. I like Bobby McCain, but he's too small. Put him back in the nickel, coach. Put him back in the nickel, coach.
I know you missed it. You all good, Ray. But yeah, man, he shut down the tight ends. That's why he got paid right away. That's why he got paid right away. His performance against them tight ends, they were like, ooh, let's lock him in now. We found something here. This is hell of play. What he giving us? I got to read this because I saw something with Balaj in it and that I was a fan. People still don't understand me. Reason 22 said, TD, all jokes aside, I know you were a fan of Balaj. First of all, that's false. But you have to admit his ability to see the field is atrocious. I can't admit that. First of all, me being a fan of Balaj, I'm a fan of everybody who wearing a Dolphin jersey, number one. But as far as being a fan of Balaj, I'm not a fan of Balaj. I just said he deserves more opportunities. Just like Drake deserved more opportunities when Gore was running the rock, because when he got his chances, he made them count. That's all I was arguing early in camp. Balaj deserves more carries because when he gets his opportunity, he made them count. He had a better yard per carry than Drake. So why wouldn't he deserve more carries? That was the only thing I was arguing. No, don't run Balaj. Drake, just Drake. And I was arguing that. I wasn't arguing, oh, Balaj is my guy and this and that. I just said he deserves more carries because he's earned it. Patrick Laird deserves more carries now because he's earned it. No difference. No difference. But when you say I have to admit his ability to see the field is atrocious, I agree, but not in the terms that you're putting it. His ability to see the field is atrocious because they're not giving him any lanes to see. It's atrocious. We saw it with Laird yesterday. Now I'm saying, what? Laird gets the handoff. Oh, he hit right away, right on the exchange. The guys are getting the ball, and before they can even say, I got it, they get hit. That's what's atrocious. When I go back and I watch the film of Balaj running this ball, I'm like, okay, let me pause it right here. Gosh, they just built a wall in front of him. Should he turn into Kenyon Drake right here and go backwards to try to go around the corner? Because that's what got Kenyon Drake killed all the time, losing 5 and 6 yards. He run into a wall. Now he want to run backwards to try to go around. Should Balaj be doing that? Because Drake would break one of those once out of every 10 times, and everybody rave about the one time because it gave 40 yards, but they don't want to talk about the other 9 times that he had negative from trying that. So when I watch the film of Balaj, I'm literally like, okay, here's what I do whenever I watch the film. I hit play. Hut! Right when the ball touches Fitzpatrick hands the ball. Balaj ain't even got it yet. He's about to have it. I pause it. And I say, any holes about to be created. Nope. Not only are holes not about to be created, but gosh, that guy already beating the right guard, and that guy already beating the left tackle, and the running back ain't even got the ball yet. And I hit play, handoff, hit right away. Or handoff, he's already in a pocket and trying to run forward, just straight up wall. Like, what is he supposed to do? Go watch the film. Go watch the film. That's what I urge you to do. Now, I do find like these rare occasions where, Balaj actually could have, if he would have just looked to the right, he could have cut back, and that might have been a decent game. He might have got 4 or 5 yards there. I see some of those. I see some of those. And trust me, it's a stretch what I'm saying right now. Like, but by the time he cut back, that probably would have closed. But still, it's another option that he could have took. I see some of those. But come on, man. Y'all go watch the film. Do what I just told y'all to do. Right at the handoff, pause it, and you tell me what hole he has. That's what I want y'all to do.
Somebody said, what is he do? Oh, well, he says, what is he doing in practice that the coaching staff feel as he's starting material? Exactly. That's what's so funny to me. Even the coaches agree with what I'm telling y'all. Because in practice, against this running D-line, they're probably creating more lanes. And he's running the ball very well in practice. The coaches keep telling y'all that. He practices very well. He has great practices. But we can't put it all on him what happens on game day. These aren't my words. These are the coach's words. It's more than just the running back in the running game. The receivers got to block. The offensive line got to block. We have to have a clean exchange. The tight ends got to block. Come on, man. Y'all, I'm glad you wrote that reason because that should answer the question for you. What is he doing in practice that the coaching staff feel as he's starting material? Y'all not just coaching. Y'all not just questioning my opinion on it, but you're basically saying you're questioning the coach's opinion on it because the coaches keep starting him and the coaches keep saying he should be the starter. He's a good back. And y'all are asking, what are they seeing that's saying that? Go watch the film and you might see what I see, what the coaches see. So don't say, oh, TD, you just love Balazs. Well, tell the coaching staff that. Oh, they just love Balazs. There's a reason for that. Maybe you all are just wrong. Or maybe I'm wrong, but if I'm wrong, that means the coaches are wrong too. Maybe we're wrong. Maybe we're wrong. Maybe we're wrong. Maybe TD and the coaching staff is wrong. I mean, coaches have been wrong before. I've been wrong before. Maybe we're wrong. But trust me, I'm going to go with my eyes and what these coaches think before anything else. They do love Balazs, but I don't know. He doesn't hit a hole. Again, go watch the film and show me the hole. That's all I keep asking y'all. Can you please show me the hole? Y'all act like this man got a hole. And then y'all on the live stream talking about, man, put Patrick Laird in. Patrick Laird, 1st and 10, -3 yards. Patrick Laird, 2nd down, 1 yard. Patrick Laird, 3rd down, -2 yards. Patrick Laird on the screen, 15 yards, because it's a screen pass. And then when you see the screen pass, oh, see, I told you, put Laird over Balazs. Laird over Balazs. Like, what are y'all advocating for? I don't care nothing about I have nothing invested on Balazs being the guy. Over no Patrick Laird. Whoever getting the job done, that's who I want to go for. But I'm sitting here watching the film, and I'm like, gosh, man, this O-line is literally getting beat off the snap. They're in the backfield. Like I'm watching these offenses. I'm sitting here watching Russell Wilson right now. I don't know what's going to happen on this play. I hope it's a run. Yes, it's a run. Look at this man. Nobody got past the line of scrimmage and he just ran the ball. Like literally, this is real time. I'm watching it and I said, let's see what happens on this play. They run the ball and pick up 25 yards on the running play and not a single defensive lineman got in the backfield and he had a 5-foot hole in front of him. I know y'all at home watching the same thing. This is what we're not getting. Do you see that hole that number 32 just ran through? Balazs ain't seen one of them the whole season. He ain't seen one of those the whole season. Did y'all just watch that on TV? Did y'all just watch that on TV? Laird found 4 yards for a touchdown with Dieter and Cox blowing dudes up. Dieter and Cox, thank you. That was when, and the commentator said it in the game. Look at Cox. He just laid a massive block to open up that hole. And Laird went right behind him. And Laird didn't even run straight through. He was like right behind him, following them the whole time. And not only that, look at that 4-yard gain. We had thrown the ball 7 times in a row down the field before that last run where he ran in 4 yards. The defense was all set for pass, because we had thrown the ball 7 times in a row, and then we handed it off for that touchdown.
That made it easier too, because Fitzpatrick was sticking it to him in the passing game. Look at this, running touchdown. Actually got lanes. No defensive linemen in the backfield, but go watch the Dolphins film. Defensive linemen are in our backfield every single running play. Y'all got to stop that mess. You're diagnosing stuff the wrong way. Why you think Drake? What's the difference with Drake? Why couldn't Drake get it done? Now do we want to start talking about it was the O-line? See, y'all want to pick and choose the name that you want to love. I told y'all it wasn't Drake's fault either. So all y'all that say is Balazs, tell me, why wasn't Drake getting it done? Why was Kenyon Drake not getting it done? He can't hit the hole either. It wasn't Drake's fault either. Same thing. Balazs can't break a tackle to save his life. Now somebody making comments that I can agree with. That's one thing I don't like about Balazs. He's not the type of person to contact there, get off of me. No, he actually contact, let me go down, let me be safe. That's what I don't like about Balazs. I want a bruiser, but one that's going to protect themselves. That's why I didn't like Ajayi. He didn't protect himself. He didn't protect himself, man. If only Walton was still here. Walton hit us whenever we had a combination of offensive linemen that was actually creating holes, y'all. We were creating holes when Mark Walton was here. We actually were creating running lanes. And Mark Walton did some nice patient stuff too. He had that Le'Veon Bell effect, patience. But people weren't in the backfield right away on Mark Walton like that. Everyone on our roster is doing it better than Balazs because the defense knows if Balazs is in the game, they're primarily going to run him. When Laird is in the game, they feel like, oh, this could very well be a pass. When Gaskins is in the game, they're like, this is probably a pass. That's just basic football, ladies and gentlemen. They look at the depth chart. They say, who's the number one back? If he's in the game, it's a higher probability it's going to be a run. We'll attack that. Who's number two? It's a lower probability that it's going to be a run, but it could still be a run. Who's number three? This is going to be a pass. TD, nobody is game planning for Balazs. I know they're not game planning for Balazs. The defensive line, our offensive line is just getting blown up. That's what makes it even worse in our run game. Our O-line is getting blown up off the rip. You're right. I don't think nobody's game planning for Balazs. You're right. But our offensive line is still getting beat off the rip on every running play. Same thing. Shout out to Mr. Ball Game in the building. He said the same people that complained about Parker are the same ones harping on Balazs. They got to chill. I couldn't have said it better, man. I couldn't have said it better. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, that's a dagger right there. I couldn't have said it better. I get, hey, that says it all. That says it all right there, man. And you know what? Y'all stop coming at me about Balazs. Come on, TD. I mean, we see it on Sunday. What are you talking about, TD? Why y'all messing with me about it? Why don't y'all say, why is Flores? Why is the coach O'Shea? Why is the coaching staff? You think I'm going to listen to them or I'm going to listen to you? My eyes tell me what I see, and the coaches are confirming what I see. So why? I don't even know why I'm giving y'all the merit to even have me going back and forth about this. I don't even know why I'm going back. I guess the reason why I'm going back because so many people believe that Balazs is the reason. And don't let this turn into another situation where, look, it'll be week 4 next week. It'll be like, man, Balazs balling out. And it'll be week 4 next week, and I'll be like, I told y'all that last year. Y'all was sitting here saying that. How many times I got to come back and say, what did I tell y'all? Don't make me go down the laundry list again.
We gonna be trading Kiko. No, I don't see that happening. He's gone. Kenny Stills ain't gonna be here much longer. No, they gotta keep Kenny. He's gone. Man, y'all might look up and Tunsil will be gone. Man, I'm unsubscribing to your channel. I'm unsubscribing to your channel. Anybody who think that we gonna trade Tunsil, you don't know what you talking about. Man, I lost a lot of subscribers from that when I said Tunsil was gone. That made me feel good though, because it's just non-football knowing people to me. Same thing. Drake will be traded soon. You just hating on Drake. Where he at? Where he at? Where he at? Tannehill good enough. You delusional. One of the top quarterbacks in the NFL right now. Devante just got to stay healthy. Don't give up on him. If we can restructure the deal, this coaching staff can turn him into something. TD, man, just give up on Parker, bro. You're wrong, man. He's done. He's a bust. Those are the words we heard. He's a bust. I try to make some of y'all feel better by saying we were wrong about Parker, but I ain't never say that. I try to make some of y'all feel better. Some of y'all same people, I said if we could restructure his deal, this coaching staff can get the most out of him. TD, man, now you're delusional, bro. He a bust. Now look at him. Same people raving about him. Same people raving about him. Man, TD, should we give up on Gesicki? He's been a bust, man. Bro, it's only been 1 year in the offensive lineman trash. They've been needing him last year to help block. He's had to block more. And then the quarterback don't even have enough time to throw the ball, so he can't be a target. Give Gesicki some time. He's going to be a beast. Now what you got to say? Do I have to keep going on all the things that people, same thing just like right now with this Balazs thing? Well, I done been through this so much in the last 365 days. Almost every time I have an argument like this, I'm doubted and people come back, man, you were right about this guy. I just didn't see it. But guess what? The Balazs situation, you ain't got to listen to me. Our coaches are telling you. Our coaches are telling you. Our coaches are telling you. They continue to start him and tell you you can't put that all on him. Somebody said, but Parker had talent. Balazs, what's Balazs good at? Running fast? Everybody in this NFL got talent. Don't do that. In one way or another, if they're in the right situation and the coaching is good, they're going to get the most out of them. Don't do that. Don't do that. So tell me this. You know what? Here it is. Who's better, Balazs or Drake? I already know what your answer is. And believe it or not, I might even agree with your answer, but I'm about to prove my point. Who's better, Balazs or Drake? Who's better, Balazs or Drake? I just want to hear some of y'all set yourself up for this answer. Watch this. We already know everybody going to say Drake, hands down. But guess what? Tell me why Balazs averaged more yards per carry last year and before that. Tell me why Balazs had better yards per carry than Drake. Tell me why Balazs wasn't getting all these negative yards then. Why was he then looking more productive than Drake? Please tell me. Bro, come on. That's a dumb question. It ain't dumb just because you can't answer it. It ain't dumb because you can't answer it. You like what I did right there? That's the most common sense you ever gonna hear. It ain't dumb because you can't answer it. I'm sorry. It is not a dumb question just because you can't answer it. Please tell me. And people want to talk about way smaller sample size. Ain't that what Laird is getting right now? A small sample size? Huh. But we want to talk about he better all of a sudden. Just automatically say he better, right? No. The offensive line played better than they were right now in the run game. That was the difference.
That was the difference last year. That was the difference. You had Kenyon Drake, year 3. Kalen Ballage, year 1. Better yards per carry. Answer that. Answer that dumb question. That's a dumb question, bro. Yeah, it's dumb when you can't answer it, huh? That's what we fall to? Come on, man. I'm not, no. I'm not saying Laird ain't better. I'm just saying I don't know. It make no sense. That's like me having a Ford Focus against a Ferrari and saying, who gonna win this mile? This Ford Focus or this Ferrari? Who gonna win in the 1 mile race? Who gonna win in the every win? Everybody will say the Ferrari will win. But if that Ferrari having engine problems or on a bumpy road or whatever you want to call it on his side of the lane, the outcome might actually be different. However you want to look, y'all got to start putting common sense to things. It's that simple. Boy, do I have to get back to teaching attributables? Are we back to ignoring attributables? Are we really back to that? Somebody said Ballage 1 yard per carry. He's great. LMAO. Once again, y'all want to put words in my mouth to prove your point. I never said the man was great. Never said it. I just said we don't know. Can we wait till we see people in the right situation to see what they are? That's y'all problem. Y'all want to put conclusions when the whole picture ain't even drawn yet. Y'all always writing a conclusion when the picture ain't even drawn yet. That's the problem some of y'all have. That's why y'all always wrong. That's why y'all come back always talk about, man, you were right on that, TD. I didn't see that. I can't believe this. Ballage needs everything to be perfect. He just need a good O-line. If that's everything, yeah. What running back does it? What running back does it? TD, is this the worst O-line ever? No, it's not the worst O-line ever. I could tell you now, in the last 7 years, we probably had 1 or 2 even worse. Because this line at least giving Fitzpatrick moments of pass protection. They've improved that greatly. Remember, at the beginning of the year, we were actually running the ball better, and we couldn't pass worth nothing. Now we can pass because we got time, but we can't run block to save our life. We can't run block to save our life. But in the last 7 years, I could probably point to 2 of them years where the O-line was probably, maybe even 3 or 4 years where the O-line was even worse. I mean, you could just look at Tannehill's first 4 years. His first 4 years. He was the most sacked quarterback in NFL history in the first 4 years. But also top 3 quarterback in yards. That's crazy. Most sacked quarterback, yet top 3 in yards. I read the other day, Tannehill is actually on pace to, like, if he has a long career, 15, 16 years in the NFL, he's literally going to put up numbers just like some of the best quarterbacks of all time. Peyton Manning, Dan Marino, he's actually on pace to put up numbers like those guys in yards. Tannehill got Henry to lean on. I agree. He does. It's called attributables. Ain't nothing wrong with a quarterback having a running back to lean on. But you better know that Henry leaning on Tannehill too, because Tannehill making everybody respect his arm. And they got to respect that play action. They got to respect those throwing lanes. So Henry always got a lane. Henry always got a hole that he coming full speed. That's why you think he break tackle so much. Barry Sanders didn't need good O-line. Now you're talking about a whole nother story. You talk about Barry Sanders. Ain't nobody in this conversation comparing nobody. Ain't nobody in this NFL right now, Barry Sanders. Let's get that straight. Let's get that straight now. Ain't nobody in this NFL right now, Barry Sanders. So now you comparing total different situation. Total different. This conversation don't even belong. Barry Sanders don't even belong in it because Balaj ain't nobody in this NFL belong in that conversation. Saquon doesn't have that trash Giants line. Man, y'all ridiculous, man. Y'all ridiculous with that. If you run the ball 30 times a game, you're going to break 1 or 2. Stop that mess, man. Barry is the GOAT of running backs. Man, I wish Ricky could have just stayed in this league long term, man. Ricky would have been the GOAT to me, man. Ricky would have been the GOAT. If Ricky would have just had a long career. Oh, shout out to Quint Riddle, another commercial break. He said Troy needed Emmett. hey, man, y'all be making these points better than me. Exactly. Troy Aikman needed Emmett. Come on, man. Gosh, y'all make these points better than me. Shout out to you, Quint Riddle, man. Exactly. Y'all stop that mess, man. Y'all try to make excuses to make your point valid. To listen, man. I forget if it'll make you feel better. Forget Balaj, forget Laird, forget Tannehill, forget all that. I'm talking football. This ain't about a favorite. I ain't got no favorite. Oh, I love Balaj. I want to see him succeed more than anybody else, so I'm a extra stick up for him. Man, whoever running that rock and doing it successful, that's who I'm riding with. But I ain't finna sit here and be crazy and act like I'm gonna ignore what's causing us to have problems. Stop that mess, man. And you know the sad thing about it is, here's the sad thing about it. Here's what we do. We'll go into next year and get a new O-line that's running amazing and say that they traded Balaj, just hypothetically, and Laird is the starting running back behind that great O-line. And Laird's putting up 100 yards a game and becoming a great running back. We'll say, see, I told you, and ignore the change that was really made, which was the O-line. That's what we'll do. That's what people do. They'll make it seem like, see, I told you Balaj wasn't this. Now look, and ignore the fact that we changed the O-line. That's what people do. Well, you know what? That's why I throw it down people's throat every chance I get with Tannehill. Because I told you so. Different O-line, good defense, good running game, and he looked like an elite quarterback. Facts. You ain't got to like the word elite associated with Tannehill, but it's a fact that he looked like one. It's a fact that he looked like one right now. I ain't saying that he is, but it's a fact that he looked like one. How about that to all y'all haters? All y'all Tannehill haters. All y'all people who don't know how to evaluate real talent. It's a fact that he looks like one right now. And that's why I throw it in people's face every chance I get, because it's conversations just like this Balaj one, where you just be straight up. Some of y'all that's talking about Balaj right now was some of the same ones. Tannehill trash. It was 7 years. He just can't get it done. He can't win. He can't help a team win game. He's always the reason they lose. This man ain't throwing picks or nothing. He ain't throwing no interceptions or nothing. One of the best touchdown interception ratios, getting the yards, getting the TDs. Highest passer rating in the NFL. Balling in the perfect situation. Y'all the same ones. Same people. Same people said it about Tannehill. Go ahead and admit, just for once, you're wrong. Admit it for once, you're wrong. Or let your pride get in the way and put in the comment section right now, oh, it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time.
It's only a matter of time because y'all going to keep on evaluating the talent on this roster the wrong way, calling people bust. You know what's even sadder about it? Imagine if Devante Parker wasn't on this roster right now. I thank God these coaches evaluated Devante Parker the right way because he could be gone too right now. He could be on somebody's team. He could be playing for Seattle. He could be playing for Minnesota. He could be putting up 1,000 yards. And we be saying the same thing right now. Because we be evaluating it wrong. And I'm happy the coaches saw it. But the sad thing is the only reason they even gave Devante the chance is because he restructured his deal. He ripped up the $11 million he was supposed to make this year, and he said, "Okay, I'll take the two-year or the $9 million, whatever one it was. I'll take the two-year $10 million with the incentives. I'll take the 2-year without the incentives to prove it." We almost lost freaking Devante Parker. Now it's somebody that we know that we need to make sure that we invest in for the future. Same crap. That's why I'm always adamant about calling out the hypocrisy. That's why I'm always calling out when we were wrong. No, this ain't TD Titans talk. This TD Fins talk. And we screwed up with Tannehill. But I understood because we didn't want to keep that salary while we were building. So I'm not saying that our front office got it wrong by trading him because we didn't want the salary. That's why we traded him. We didn't want that salary. But everybody else was like, "Oh, it's been 7 years." You were wrong. Period, man. Let me see. TD, you know football. Love listening to you. These fools will never learn. Man, they gonna learn. They gonna learn. Because I'm gonna beat it in their head until I'm gonna keep on punching them with it. Because all they got is an option. They got 2 options. Hit the like button or hit the unsubscribe button. They gonna learn one way or another. They can either go somewhere else and keep on being with the wrong crowd, or finally admit it's more to this game than the highlight big name players that, "Oh, he's a big name guy." I'm so tired of people calling certain players elite when they're in perfect situations. And I'm not saying that certain players aren't elite. But can we start calling people elite when we see them in a tough – look, what did they say about Nick Foles? What did they say about Nick Foles? Nick Foles went and won a Super Bowl. Nick Foles is elite. Nick Foles is great, man. What are you talking about? I said he might be great. But can we see him in an average situation like the Tannehills, like the Mariota, like all those other guys on these mediocre teams? Can we see him in that situation before we call him great? Please. Do y'all think Nick Foles is an elite quarterback still? Because he won a Super Bowl. What you think about him now? Is Nick Foles elite? Is Nick Foles elite? Shout out to Brandon Hudgens with the donation. Said, TD, are you glad Drake is gone? Because I sure am. It's not, listen, I'm not glad Drake is gone. I knew he had to be gone because we didn't want to pay him bigger money. When our system isn't going to be giving running backs buku money, I don't think. It's still yet to be seen. I got to see this offseason. I'm going to be honest. I liked Drake. I just didn't like the chances that he took sometimes. If we had a better O-line for him, he would thrive. He wouldn't be an elite running back, but he would be top 15. He'll be somewhere around 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 any given year, and that's good enough. So Drake was good enough. It's just that when you had a Balaj behind him, you can move on. Because Balaj was doing just about what he was doing with the same sample size. When Gore was running the ball, before Gore, when Ajayi was running the ball and Drake was behind him, Drake was producing at the end of the year.
Then when Gore was running the ball, and Drake was behind him and Balaj was behind him, Balaj was running that rock. And Drake was too. But when Drake became the guy, it was like nothing. He couldn't get anything done. But it wasn't so much of his fault. It was the way that our system was ran with Gase, which was trash, and the O-line opening up enough holes and creating lanes for him. I like Drake, man. I just wasn't interested in giving him a new contract because I'm one of those individuals that believe you just keep on rotating running backs by committee if you got that O-line. You don't need a big name guy. You just need good, solid running backs. Your Balages, your Patrick Lairds, your Kenyon Drakes. And you know what? Drake will be on his way out. Patrick Laird to step up. Then Laird will be on his way out. Gaskins will step up. And you keep finding talent. It's good enough, man. As long as you got an O-line, that's good enough. And you can save money that way so you can put that money in other more important positions. You got to find ways to save money at certain positions. And one position in this league that you can save money is the O-line. I mean, the running back position. Think about it. Every time one of these running backs get that big money, they don't even look the same anymore. And then on top of it, they don't make the difference. Look at the Cowboys pay Ezekiel all that money and look how he's doing this year. Oh, but yeah, he's still balling. Yeah, because they got to hand it off to him all the time. He ain't putting up, he ain't worth the money they gave him. He ain't been playing at the level of the money they gave him. Russell Wilson, wide open receiver down the field. Touchdown. Wide open. Wide open, man. Not a corner in sight. What was that? TD, do we have a spread out system? No, we don't, but we run it at times. Like this last game, we were running a lot of spread. Oh, wow. They got a whole dance routine after the touchdown. And Elder Bruce Jones, I couldn't have said it better. See, he overpaid, man. And we all about overpaying people. I ain't with that, man. Wilson looks pretty elite to me. Wilson is elite, but I'm going to tell y'all now, man, it's like he's in a perfect situation. Like, look at that last play. Seattle. Russell Wilson has the luxury of having, look at this play. 6 guys on the offensive line. They don't have a single play unless it's late in the game and they're down and they got to go 5 wide. They have 6, 7, and 8 guys blocking at the O-line every game. Every play for him. When he threw that ball, a deep ball, which he had like 3 seconds before he tossed it, it wasn't a defender within 4 feet of him. And he throws it up as a floater, and the receiver actually has to slow down to get him, but we call those elite attributes. Now, I am saying that Russell Wilson is elite, but what he just did on that touchdown, there was nothing special, nothing elite about it. He floated the ball where the receiver had to literally slow down a little bit for it. But we say, look at Russell Wilson throwing these touchdowns. Wide open man, floated ball, all day to throw the ball, and when the ball was gone, not a single defender within 4 feet of him. I don't judge players off of the easy stuff. I only judge players in tough situations like, ooh, tight coverage, in pressure, and he delivered that. Woo! That's what I judge on a quarterback. People like, no quarterback's good enough for you, TD. Yes, they are. But that's how I judge quarterbacks. I'm sorry, but that's how I judge them. I'm not going to sit here and rave, man, Russell Wilson's a beast. Look what he just did. That was any quarterback in the league could have made that play with no defenders rushing him, just having time and literally floating it up. Not throwing a strike or in stride. Literally, the receiver running full speed, the ball up in the air, he actually slows down a little for it and catches it. That's a safe throw. That's an off-target throw, but you'll never see it because you're not paying attention to the receiver's stride. How the receiver literally slowed down to catch the ball. But that's elite. Look what he's doing. I don't judge all that. I don't get ruha and happy about that touchdown and say that's a Russell Wilson amazing play. I don't. It was a good throw because it wasn't a pick and his guy caught it. Any throw that's not a pick and your guy catches it is a good throw. Even if it's off the money, good throw. But let's not sit here and act like it's an elite throw. Elite throw, that ball would have been about 4 more yards down the field, caught in stride. You know why? Because if it was in tight man-to-man coverage and that guy was with him, it could have been picked. But he wouldn't have threw it. You see that? If it was in tight coverage and his man only had a 1-foot separation, he would have never threw that ball. He would have never threw that ball because it would have been picked. That's what makes things really good for Russell Wilson. He has that option. Oh, I ain't gonna throw that. Let me just veer outside and throw it away. Russell Wilson throws the ball away a lot. TD still ain't answer my question. I didn't see your question, Chris. Let me go back. I don't try to dodge any questions. Is Ryan Fitzpatrick good enough to win a Super Bowl? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. There's no question. I have no doubt about it that Ryan Fitzpatrick can win a Super Bowl. But again, it's not him. He got to have an O-line. His O-line got to create a running game so it'll take pressure off of him and give him an even easier game. Do y'all understand the complexion of this team if we had a running game? If we had a running game, do you know what that would do for Mike Gesicki, Devante Parker, Allen Hurns, Albert Wilson and those guys? Fitzpatrick will be having a field day on play action. But when your defense don't have to use any linebackers to stop your run game, because the D-line is killing our O-line so bad that just the 4 defensive linemen is stopping the run game, when you have that luxury, it's harder for Fitzpatrick to pass the ball because the linebackers are playing the pass. But that's why I say he having one of his best seasons because he's still able to get it done in a lot of situations. Still able to get it done. And we got the fourth quarter in Minnesota. This game has flipped. Minnesota is now down by 10. And matter of fact, they just got an interception. Kirk Cousins gets intercepted. Pick 6. Did they give him the 6 or is he down by contact? They're going to say he's down by contact. But he just got picked on the first play. TD, should we keep Fitz next year to be a mentor to our young QB? Yeah. I would say absolutely. But maybe he's already being a mentor to our young QB. Don't forget about that. Maybe he's already being a mentor to our young QB. Pick off. Cousins is overpaid. A lot of these quarterbacks overpaid. Because they have a few good years and everybody says, sign the guy. Then they give him the big money. And they're good enough to go to the playoffs but never win anything. That pass interference, though. It was because he wrapped his arm. If I was the coach, I'd waste the time out just to have them look at it. Oh, yeah, and his hand on his chest area. Oh, that should have been pass interference. If I was the coach, I would just throw the flag anyway for pass interference. Waste the time out. Even if you lose it, it's worth it because it was so much contact. We can go to war with Fitz next year. I agree. So our young QBs is Rosen. I don't know. I'm just saying possibly. Possibly. Look at this. Seattle about to start running the ball. First down, they run 10 yards. They're about to start running the ball. A toss. You can only challenge if a flag is thrown. I don't think that's the case. I thought you could challenge a pass interference if they don't call it and you think it is. Y'all let me know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you're right. I thought you could challenge it if you think it's pass interference and they gave a no call. Yeah, I think you can, and here's why. Just like the rule with the Saints, because the rule was changed because of the Saints. They didn't call it. That kept the Saints from going even further in the playoffs. Y'all remember? The guy clearly it was pass interference versus the Saints, and they never called it. And that's why the rule changed. So you can challenge it. You can challenge it. Oh, that was pass interference. Throw the red flag and tell the ref that was pass interference. Go look at it. It's not only if they throw the flag. No. You can definitely challenge it. Russell Wilson throws a screen pass for a touchdown, and they'll say that was elite. If we take a QB, it won't be this year. Justin Fields will be our target next season. Y'all heard it here first. Man, Mr. Ball Game, you might be right, man. I can't wait for tomorrow night, man. Y'all make sure y'all tune in to the panel conversation tomorrow night. We're going to have a lot to talk about, man. Just ice cool. Where can we take him in the draft? TD, I paid for a mod shout out. Giving our mod some love, dude. Absolutely, Vic. You did donate. My bad, bro. He said, TD mod shout out, paying for it. LOL. Man, always, man. Shout out to where are the mods at, man? Where the mods in the comment section? Put all the mods, man. Put Mod Squad in the comment section, man. Shout out to all the mods, man. They be working hard, man. Getting these trolls out of here, blocking these trolls and hiding these stuff, man. Vic, shout out to Vic in the building. Finsanity 5 as always. Rick Tupac in the building. Where the ball, Mr. Ball Game, as always, man. Oh, I can't wait for tomorrow. Hey, Finsanity, you gonna be with us tomorrow night? Shiggy in the building. Shout out to the Mod Squad. Any more mods? Well, we got 5 mods with us tonight. Man, we got over 20 mods, man. I'm gonna have to go back through the mod list and see who be on and who don't. I'm gonna have to go back through. Mr. Ball Game and Finsanity, y'all gonna be with us tomorrow? I know EM's Dolphins fan. He probably out of here. He was with us earlier. I'll be live tomorrow night. Awesome. Mr. Ball Game, you back, man? Chef Jew in the building. I see you. Mr. Ball Game, you back tomorrow? Nice game. Find up. Fins up. I got you, Bryant. Colin Lang, he won't be nearly as bad. Did you watch the games, Colin, or just look at the stats? Oh, indeed. Awesome, man. I ain't going to tell y'all how EM Dolphins fans stood me up. I said, I was in Dallas, and I said, hey, man, let's link up. You scared. You don't want the smoke. He was like, man, I'm glad you said that when we're not live, man. I'm scared, man. I don't want that smoke from you, TD. I know he ain't listening right now. If he hear this, he gonna be like, ooh, I can't wait. He'll be on tomorrow, man. Reason to be with us. Shout out to Reason. I don't know where Reason at. TD, love the enthusiasm and dedication you bring to the channel. Fins up, Victory Monday. Shout out to you, Sam Lordy. I appreciate you, man. I try my best, man. I'm looking forward for the game Sunday, y'all. Yes, man. Me too, man. I want to, man. Let's win, man. Go ahead. Just win. Go ahead, win. Man, what if the Dolphins win the last 4 games? Y'all think we can win the last 4 games, man? 7-9? Shut the haters up that say we were going to win 0 games. They already wrong. Then the other set of haters that say we were going to win 2 games, they wrong. And now the 3-game haters, they're like, I told you just 3 games. They'll lose out. Don't get another win, Flores. That'll shut everybody, all the haters up. Because ain't none of the haters had us winning more than 3 games. Not a single one of them had us winning more than 3. Go and get us one more, Flores, and shut them up. Then you can go ahead and go ahead and cancel the season. Man, ain't it crazy that everybody won yesterday that have like draft pick implications? Like literally, people mad talk about we can't even tank right. I'm like, Lord. First time on live chat, TD. Shout out to you, Lacusa.
Smith, I appreciate you joining us. Let's shout out the Jets. Shout out to, man, I ain't shouting out no Jets for nothing. I don't care who they play, who I shout nothing out to the Jets. But shout out to the Jets fans that be on this channel, though. They be weathering the storm. I appreciate y'all. Y'all don't stop these panels. I'll be on one of these panel streams, maybe late December. We here, man, Rip. We here if you ain't scared, man. Parker getting double teamed all next game versus Jets. Do it. Gesicki will eat. Allen Hurns will get a little bit, but I want to see Albert Wilson show up, man. I don't want them to, man. I don't want them to re-sign Albert Wilson. They might do a restructured deal because he's coming off an injury, so they could, but I don't know. I don't know, man. I know our coaching staff like big body receivers. Oh, look at this screen setup. Nice setup. And they get 17 yards on first down on the screen. Them trap games late in the season be real. Man, I hope Dolphins just upset a lot of people. I want to beat the Patriots. I want to give Baltimore home field advantage versus the Patriots. I want to beat the Patriots and give Baltimore a home field advantage versus them in the playoffs. Oh, my gosh. Now Minnesota had a wide open receiver for the touchdown. 58-yard touchdown, wide open. Well, how are these guys getting so wide open? Man. Oh, he came underneath. He saw the underneath route. Kirk Cousins had enough time to throw it. See, that's the type of stuff. If you had the pass rush that got there on that play, that would have never happened. A wide open guy would have been like, oh, man, I was open. But he came out of the pocket and had time to throw the ball. No contain on the quarterback. Back to a 10-point game. It ain't over yet. He left the pocket, TD. I know, but I'm saying the pressure, you got to set the edge. I know he left the pocket, but how are you able to leave the pocket like that if the defensive end, tell me how all four defensive linemen ended up on the right side of the field. And ended up on the left side of the field and he rolled out right. Like, where was the left defensive end? He should have been rushing and setting that edge over there where he could have never came around that corner free like that. That's more of a defensive line situation right there. To give that up, I can't even blame the safety. He saw the tight end get behind the linebacker and get underneath. And the cornerback was in a zone. He dropped down underneath. It was just a good call for that defense. But if you get more time in that play, that's what happens. TD, what do you think about Isaiah Simmons? I don't think much about him because I haven't really studied him much, to be honest with you. That's just my honest. But I keep writing down names y'all give me so I can go get do some more studying on these guys. Isaiah Simmons, you got it. I'll check him out though. Out of my water. TD, do you think there's any way we keep Rashad Jones next season? One of my favorite Dolphins. And it's going to hurt to see him go. Yeah, it's still a good chance that we keep him because of the salary situation. Unless they don't care and they're like, hey, we'll take the hit on that $11 million dead cap, then I get it. But, yeah, it's a chance from a money standpoint. But the injuries, how can you keep a guy that's going to make $19 million or something like that? And it barely has been available. He's been getting all this free money. It's been nothing but free money, man. He's been getting paid. Rashad Jones is a rich man and hasn't had to do anything. So wouldn't it be nice if we caused the Patriots to lose the division? Oh, versus Buffalo? That's a possibility. I ain't think about that. But they still have to lose another game.
Buffalo to have to win out, and the Patriots to have to lose to us and another game for that to happen. If Lamar or Russ wins, then I'm happy because they deserve it. But why isn't Mark Ingram in MVP discussion? Because he's having a year as well. He ain't in the conversation because his quarterback. And the reason why he's having a year is because of his quarterback. The option. His quarterback has been so deadly in the option. Now they have to actually dive down on the quarterback, and Ingram got a free rush in a lot of cases. So that's going to be – I'll put it like this. I ain't trying to knock Ingram because I think he's a great back. But with what Lamar Jackson's doing, half the running backs in this league could do what Ingram's doing. You see what I mean? That's just my thoughts. You know, half the backs in this league can do what Ingram's doing if they had Lamar Jackson running an option like that. When the defensive end or the linebacker can't dive down on the running back because they got to respect Lamar Jackson taking off on the outside, that's easy range for the running back. Let's do it, Finsanity. We can talk about it because I want to have more conversations about what's going on around the league as well. So you just schedule it. We can have that conversation. Wednesday night, we can have it. Rashad Jones out of Miami next year. Maybe, man. Maybe. We're going to trade him. Rowe is going to replace him. Bobby McCain is on the block too, unfortunately. Yeah, it's a lot of moving parts, man. This coaching staff is showing you don't need big-name guys. TD Reed, last comment. Where's Kenneth? Let me find it, Kenneth. I'll find it, bro. Kenneth. Oh, there it is. TD, what free agent you really want in free agency? I want Jadeveon Clowney if I can get him. I want Byron Jones if I can get him. Those are my top guys. I mean, it's a lot of other guys, but those guys in particular, I love to go get. I love to go get those guys. John Bailey, great analysis, bro. What John Bailey talk about? Where he at? I don't see him. John Bailey. He said, I went back and did my homework on Rosen all the way back to when he was 17. Watched every snap he took in Arizona and Miami. Don't write him off. High IQ and amazing thrower. Don't write him off. I like that, man. I agree. I said he's good enough. He's good enough. Yannick. Ooh, yeah. Oh. How can I forget that? Thank you, Rip. Ngakoue, man, who did they just play? Who did Ngakoue just play? Hold on. Ngakoue plays for, is it Jacksonville? Ngakoue plays for Jacksonville, right? Y'all let me know, man. He's on the list as well. Yes, Jags. That's what it was. I watched Tennessee 2 weeks ago. Now, I've been hearing Ngakoue a lot. I haven't actually been keeping up with him. I haven't even really watched Ngakoue. But when they played Tennessee, he was giving Tannehill hell. Tannehill still stuck it to him that day. Oh, they faked the punt, and they about to go touchdown from it probably. Not a touchdown, but they win a big game. Wow, Seattle faked the punt and got it. Big time. And Ngakoue, he was the only thing on that field playing for the Jags. As a matter of fact, he stuck his middle finger up at the end of the game at Tennessee. He was so mad. But he was the only one balling out for the team. That was when Tennessee put up like 40-something points. They were destroying the Jags. But Ngakoue was still balling, putting pressure. He was killing Tennessee left tackle. And there was one play where Tannehill had a sack fumble where the left tackle for Tennessee got hurt. The starting left tackle got hurt on Tennessee. He went out on the sideline. And then the left tackle was ready to come back in the game, but the ref said he had to sit out of play. And on that play that he sat out, Ngakoue destroyed the backup left tackle. Tannehill had a wide open man for the touchdown, and Ngakoue hit him from behind. Never seen it. Sack, fumble, turnover. Sack, fumble, turnover. He was in that game balling. I was like, so this is what everybody be talking about. He relentless, man. He gets to the quarterback. He gets to the quarterback. Ngakoue wants that money, though. Listen, man, I ain't into all the big bucks, but if you're a defensive end and you proven, pay the man. Now, I ain't saying get ridiculous, but pay the man. Again, I didn't say get ridiculous because some of y'all will be like, TD, but you always say, I ain't say get ridiculous. Shh. Man, but yes, I like that, man. I like that guy. Jacksonville, man. Hopefully he like that Florida weather and he want to stay in Florida. Man. Look at them. They in this game showing the Miami play. Jason Sanders caught a touchdown. That's crazy. I wonder if you had Jason Sanders as the kicker in fantasy, did he give you fantasy points? I don't even think I got Sanders this year as my kicker. My fantasy team just sucks so bad. I'm so mad at them, man. I'm so mad at my fantasy team. Oh, my gosh. I'm so sorry. Y'all going to have to forgive me, man. I had a donation on the PayPal that I never saw until now. Alexis Lee, if you're still with us, please forgive me for not acknowledging this earlier. Said, I appreciate the donation on PayPal. You said, watching from California, appreciate the channel. No, I appreciate you. I think I saw your message earlier in the chat as well. So you donated on the live stream and on PayPal. I appreciate that. I see it. I just saw it. Just saw it. So sorry if I missed that earlier. I apologize, but I saw your PayPal donation. Thank you so much. Finsanity, I miss Brent Grimes. I'm happy Brent Grimes was there. Keep listening to analysis. Analyst. Who I said analysis. Love Dobbins. We can get Jason Pierre-Paul. Man, we can get a lot of people. I can't wait for the offseason too, man. It's going to be so exciting. 3rd and 6. If Russell Wilson punt, they're going to be in trouble. Oh, they got it. First down. Oh, he fumbled. He fumbled. And they got it. They picked it up. He literally fumbled. Wow, turnover while they were in field goal range. Arizona. Minnesota got the ball back. TD, are you going to watch the XFL? I'm going to check it out, man. Everybody keep asking me about that. I'm going to check it out. When does it start? I don't know nothing about it. I never really followed it, to be honest with y'all guys. But if it's worth it and y'all say it is for me, I'll check it out. When does it start and stuff? Devante Moss, the whole Eagles secondary, then decided to do it twice. Man, Devante was a man possessed. Matter of fact, I need to look up Devante's. I want to look up Devante. I want to look up his stats so far. Devante Parker stats. I want to see how far he is from 1,000 now. He had 854 yards with 4 games left. So all he needs is 146 yards. 146. So he needs 37 yards a game to get 1,000 yards. 37 yards a game to get 1,000 yards. That's all he needs. 37 yards a game. Devante Parker is about to be 1,000-yard receiver this year. I'm proud of this kid, man.
I'm proud of him, man. I'm so happy for him. 7 catches, 159, 2 TDs. We are solid at the defensive tackle spot. No need for Derek Brown. I agree. We need edge rushers. You think Parker gets extended soon? Don't extend this man until next season, about 4 games in, when he shows you he can still do it. Because you don't underestimate the injury bug. Hell, he could go in this game this week and be out for the season and the first few games next season because of an injury. You got to start considering that again. So game 4, game 6 next year, he balling out, playing well. Ain't even got to ball out, but he playing well. Sit his agent in that office and start talking about an extension. Start talking about an extension. It's that simple. Shout out to you, George. Said TD, what it do? What's up with you, man? Quick math. Yeah. It's 36 point. Actually, it ain't 37 yards. It's 36.5 yards. All he needs is 36.5 yards per game to get the 146, to get 1,000 yards. We run a 3-4 ball game. Wilkins and Devon Gotcha are playing too many snaps. Man, we run all kind of schemes. I can't even say we run a 3-4. You know what they say? If a team plays any snaps in a 3-4, then they say it's a 3-4 defense. We run too many fronts. I mean, we run 3-4 or 4-3 or 5. We run so many sets. I mean, you can't even say we run a specific set. I know people want to say it's a 3-4, but nah, you can't even say this team runs a specific set. Just say that we're a multi-set defense. We're a multi-set defense, man. We run a lot of different looks, man. A lot of different looks. We run a multiple front. Exactly. We will be fine inside. We need edge help. I agree. Derek Brown isn't a nose tackle. He's on DT, though, ain't he? So that point is invalid, referring to the 3-4. Miami used multi fronts. Jordan Jenkins is fine for now. Yeah, Jenkins is fine, but how old is Jenkins, though? Develop a big man behind him. How old is Jenkins? A lot of 2-4 sets. Everything. 30? Yeah. But, it's something about those 30, 31, 32-year-old D-line and offensive linemen. They're really reliable, man. Like the ones that's still in the league, they're still in the league for a reason. And those guys be some of the most impactful players at some of them positions, man. Wow. Completion while Cousins was getting hit. They in a hurry up. Man, this game might get interesting, y'all. Because I think Minnesota going to go down there and score. I'm going to start calling this game because I think it's going to be pretty good, man. Cousins back to pass with a 5-man rush, goes deep. Ooh, overthrows. Man, average XFL salary will be $55,000 per year. That's peanuts. Yeah, it's peanuts until more people watch it. The more people watch it, the TV deals get bigger and bigger, and the salaries get bigger and bigger. That's all it is in the NFL. That's all it is in the NFL. The bigger the TV deals get, because 50% of the TV deals money goes to the players. So that's why that's how it works. If you don't know how salary cap is allocated, that's how it works. So the TV deals, say the NFL brings in just hypothetically, say they bring in $10 billion from TV revenue. $5 billion of that goes to the players. So they divide $5 billion between 32, and that's what your salary cap is every year. So whatever the TV deal money is, that money it's about, it depends on the collective bargaining agreement. As of late, it's like 49%, 51%. So I just say 50%.
So half of the TV money goes, you divide that by 32, and that's how much the salary cap is. Oh, that's going to be pass interference. Yep. It don't matter that you got your arms up. That's definitely pass interference. They're about to hide a ball in the red zone. They're about to hide a ball in the red zone. This game is heating up, man. That's why NBA players make so much more. I love Vegas. I'm going to have fun at the draft. Insanity, I've never been to Vegas, though. It'll be my first time. That's why I probably want to go extra days. I've never been to Vegas. Love me some TD. Appreciate you, Chris Sharp. Love you too, man. Minka going to the playoffs. Yeah, he should. I mean, the way that they're going, I don't know. They still may not make it. Man, it's about to be first. Is it the 10-yard line? I got family in Vegas. I want to go so bad. I think our first pick will be Thomas. I think Okuda comes off the board early, so we will have to look elsewhere for that position. But I do know Henderson is on the big board. You know what scares me, Mr. Ballgame? Man, Minnesota got the ball on the 2-yard line. What scares me is the Dolphins played so well versus the Eagles. Man, our first overall pick might be number 7 or something when it's all said and done, because we might start winning some games. Oh, who was that? That was a hell of a defensive play by Seattle. The DN. Is that Clowney? Yep, that was Clowney who got back there. Stuffed the run. -2 yards. Clowney is a beast, man. Clowney is a beast. Man, I'll see all y'all in Vegas if you're going to be there. I'll probably book all my stuff in January or February, lock it in, and I'll be there. Thomas will still be our guy even at 7. Yes, our first pick. We might actually – oh, he got the playoff. Oh, he caught it. Wow, Rudolph for the touchdown. There it is. This is a game now, y'all. Somebody said this game over about 30 minutes ago. It's definitely a game now. Now Russell Wilson got to get that first down. Got to get them first downs. Yeah, that was a great catch. One hand snag. And he turned late. So good job identifying where the ball was. Wow. This is why I love Vegas. People, I love watching the lines move. Yes. Clowney really did. Oh, he missed the field goal. Wow. That makes it that much tougher. Dan Bailey, and you're an elite kicker. I love it when TD does these live streams. He makes the night better and interesting. I appreciate you, Dennis. Trying my best, man. Henderson has huge upside. Coaching can correct his issues. You can't deny the talent, though. That 3.5 line spread is crazy. I know. You're right. The missed field goal. I be thinking, man, they be having chips in these balls or something, man. It's a 3.5 point spread, and it's 4 right now. Make him miss this field goal. And the way that he kicked it, and he kicked it and like, right away, man, I be thinking they be having something in these footballs, like some chips or something to make it wild. I don't know, man. It just seemed weird. It sucked being a Fins fan in New York. TD, the baby's missing watching your morning streams before school. Man, I haven't done the mornings because in the morning I've been me and my wife, we've been because I also been working out and I'm about to keep working out, but I've been helping her in the morning and do some stuff that she's trying to do. But I'm gonna get back into it once and it shouldn't be too much longer once it clears up what we're doing together in the morning. Oh yeah, Elder Bruce Jones, shout out to you. I'm gonna get with you. Let me see. I gotta figure out when I'm gonna be going that way. We'll link up pretty soon though. We'll link up for sure. Might even do a little quick stream together or something. What's up, Mr. Ballgame? 2 live crew on Tuesday evening are totally representing to welcome TD back on the stream. Fins up. Yes. Here we go. Russell Wilson, 1st and 10, gets 8 yards. We got a game now. Seattle better not lose this game. That'd be ridiculous. They better not lose this game. It'll make the playoff race that much more complicated. This is going to be a hell of a playoffs, man. This is going to be the best play. Like last year, we had a good NFL playoffs. This year is going to be a hell of a playoffs. First down, Seattle. Minnesota got to get a stop. They have to get a stop. They're going to have to do something one way or another. Josh Allen looking elite. Hate to say that. Perfect situation. Josh Allen got 50 days to throw the ball as of lately. It's crazy. You're right, electrified. If Seattle loses, it continues the crazy week of upsets. But this is an 8-3 versus 9-2 team. It ain't really an upset. One game difference ain't really an upset. I understand the spread and everything, but I mean, Vikings won 8 games, man. They only lost 3 games. And truth be told, you look at some of their losses, it's like ridiculous. Early in the season, they were making a lot of mistakes, man. Here we go, 2nd and 6. I'm going to start calling the rest of this game. Russell Wilson under center, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. The guy on the right is in motion. He's going to fake the handoff for play action. Russell Wilson has all day. Now rolls out, still got all day. Oh, my gosh, he's going to take a 15-yard sack. Wow. That's a bad sack to take. Man, how far back did he go? Wow. You don't take a sack that, man. 13-yard loss? It should be more than 13. From what I saw, it was 2nd and 6. Let's see. If it was 13, wow, yeah, it was 13. It looked like it was more than 13, though. It felt like they gave him a break or something because it was more than 13, it looked like. Seattle burns their last time out. 3rd and 19 with 4:15 remaining. Oh, my gosh. Minnesota get that ball back, they're probably going to start playing in 4-down territory. The thing everyone hasn't talked about is how well Van Ginkel looked yesterday. Ooh, you're right. I was actually going to say some of that for tomorrow. Coming off the edge, he harassed Wentz countless times yesterday. You're right. You're right, man. That's a good conversation for tomorrow, too. And Ginkel is going to be special, a defensive weapon. He also plays with a Clay Matthews tenacity. Man, imagine getting like some more weapons to rush with those guys. Man, I don't even know, man. Uh-oh, they got a screen and it's looking good, but they're going to be short. They're going to be short 4 yards. They got 15 yards on that play. It's going to be 4th and 4. And they got to watch out for the punt. Yeah, 4th round pick.
They got to watch out for the fake punt again. They're not going to be stupid this time, I'm sure. All right, the punt is off. Okay, it's going to be out at about the 14-yard line, I believe. And the ref just keeps running. He makes it the 16-yard line instead, I think. All right, here we go. 3 minutes and 27 seconds left. Minnesota has the ball down by 4 points because the field goal kicker missed the field goal. He has so many injuries this season. Yes, but hey, if he can stay healthy and keep getting better, because you got to understand, the coaching staff is still probably grooming him. He ain't peak. He's probably still going to get bigger and better and get more NFL size. Get more, man. Here we go. Shot. Yes. Over the middle. Got his guy. Tight end. 17 yards about it look like. Here we go. Cousins in a hurry-up offense. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Extra lineman blocking. Oh, that's a tight end. Oh, they send a delayed blitz. They pick it up. Incomplete pass. He just threw it out there. I don't know what that was about. He got rattled by the pressure. Cousins will find a way to screw this up. 2nd and 10. It's going to be interesting, man. Whew. What a game. That's a good Monday night one here. Here we go. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Same formation, but tight end on the opposite side. They're going to send 4. That's delayed. Looks weird. They got the running back underneath. He gets hit for 6 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 4. Clock running. Uh-oh, Seattle got a player down. The clock's going to stop. Probably on that hit because that was a hard hit. Cousins' primetime record is horrible. I don't know if they got anything to do with tonight. He might make it a little – it might still be horrible after the night, but that don't mean he still won't get a W. Ooh. Yeah. Here we go, 3rd and 4. 2:44 remaining. This crowd is loud. They are on the road in Seattle. Can they pull it off on the road? That's going to be a huge statement on the road. Back to pass. Oh, tipped. Ball is tipped, so now it's incomplete. What do? Do you punt or do you go for it? You're in 4-down territory. Man, you go for it. Let me tell you why you go for it. You're down by – you got to get a touchdown to win anyway. So even if you miss this, you got to stop them in 3 downs anyway. So force the field goal and at least be able to tie the game later. Yeah, they going for it. Smart call. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Cousins. Back to pass. Oh, that's going to be a flag. I already know. No, they don't throw one. Incomplete. I thought he draped all over him. Incomplete. Well, it wasn't a bad to go for a 4th down. They better punt with 3 timeouts. No, you don't punt. Look, it's simple math. Watch this. Let me help y'all understand something. They're on the 40. What yard line was they on? I'm gonna show you something right real quick. Don't burn one of them timeouts trying to challenge that. That'll be crazy. With 3 timeouts, though, let me help you understand why.
it doesn't matter. You have to go for that. Seattle is at the 42-yard line, right? You have to stop them anyway. If you punt it, if they get a first down, game is over anyway. So if on the 42-yard line, you got to stop them anyway, regardless. A first down and you're ruined regardless. So it doesn't matter. And at the end of the day, even if Seattle gets a field goal, even if they get a field goal, you still needed a touchdown regardless. So go for it. It's no loss. There is no benefit to having punting it. Matter of fact, you're just risking not giving yourself another chance. I think they need 2 first, right? It depends on how the firsts are ran. Like if they make it to a third down and get the first, game is over with those timeouts. It don't matter. Because first down, timeouts. I mean, second down, timeout. Third down, timeout. But they might have got the first down on that third down. Then you don't have enough to stop it. Another handoff. They're going to be 1 yard short. They're going to call another timeout. It's going to be 3rd and 1. You see what I mean? You got to stop them anyway. Anything could have happened. Muffed punt, fumble. Yeah, it could have, but again, you relying on something like that to happen? No. Now you're just hoping. Here we go, 3rd and 1. All right, they hand it off. He got the first down and more, so much more. Matter of fact, they should – they're not going to call it? All right, so it's going to go to the 2-minute warning. They're going to run a first down and call a timeout. They're going to run a second down, and it's going to be about 1:15 left. They're going to run a third down. It's going to be about 30 seconds left. Yeah, they could still get it back if they stop them, but they'll have 20-something seconds, maybe. They might have 20 seconds, depending on how long each play take. This is why Russell Wilson is elite. Great handoffs. I like that. They need one more to close the game out. I agree. One more. John Bailey, absolutely. I can't wait. You see, so put it like this. If they would have punted the ball, they would have got the first down, and now they would have been punting with 30 seconds or getting another first anyway. Doesn't matter, man. Give yourself the extra chance to play. That 4th down, you got to give yourself that 4th down chance. If you miss the 4th down, it's still no difference. But if you make the 4th down, it made all the difference in the world. Too bad they didn't make it. But we've seen crazy things happen, man. We've seen crazy things happen. Bulls always blow leads, never can shoot it in the 3rd and 4th. Oh, Lord. Man. This is what I hate about the NFL. I wish they had, I wish they had a Monday night game, a Tuesday night game, Thursday night game, Friday night game, and this regular Sunday. They need to go Tuesday and Friday. They should have a Tuesday and a Friday game every week. They should allow people to watch more football around the league so they can be educated about more football and see more players. Like Monday Night Football should start at, like they should literally start Monday Night Football at 7:30 on the East Coast, and then do a second game on Monday night, at like 10 o'clock or whatever. They should have 2 Monday night games. They should have 2 Thursday night games. They should have 1 Tuesday night game and 1 Friday night game. That's 6 games right there. That's 12 teams right there. That'll give us a lot. That way we can watch more football, see more football on Sundays. Fridays are for NBA, bro. It ain't gotta be. Those 2 different corporations. They can compete if they want to. All they got to do is sell it to a network. They can do that like that. They just got to do it, fix the scheduling, and sell it to a network. A network would pay for NFL game over an NBA game any day of the week. Second and 5. They're going to lose 2 yards. All right, so the clock is going to run to about 1 minute and 7 seconds, maybe. 1 minute 7, and they'll run the third down. So they'll have about 20 seconds left. No, they should not try for a touchdown. They throw that ball and it's incomplete, and then you just gave Minnesota the potential to win the game. You don't give Minnesota no minute. You don't throw this ball. Oh, that's delay of game. And they didn't call it. All right, this is going to run down. Yes, they're going to have 20 seconds. Then they're going to kick the field goal, so it'll leave them about 15 seconds, unless they block it. It don't matter if they ain't got no timeouts. 1 minute and 7 seconds, you don't need no timeouts. 1 minute and 7, you gave them a chance. If the Miami Miracle can happen in 8 seconds, man, yeah, they faked this. They the dumbest team alive. The kick is up and good. And, wow, it's still 21 seconds on the board. That's weird to me. I know you mess around, JD. But, yeah, man, they need to do that, man. The NFL need to go ahead and have those games like that, man. They need more football. That'll be 12 teams playing through the week. That'll leave 20 teams left, which is 10 games. You already got your Sunday night game. That leaves 9. So you can have like 4 Sunday early games and 5 Sunday early games and 4 Sunday evening games. And then when the buys kick in, it'll be even less. But it'll allow us to watch more games and see more players and more teams, man. Leave Wednesday to the NBA. Leave Saturday. They're going to have to take over college and so for Saturdays or something. Or that too. NFL need to look into having Saturday games. Lord, Seattle fumbled the ball. Not Seattle, but Minnesota. Shh. Yep, they got the ball. Game over. Wow. TD, there are other sports in the world. I agree, Rip, but none of them are bigger than football in the U.S. None of them are bigger than football. Not a single sport is bigger than football in the U.S. You understand what the ratings get you in football? It's crazy, man. Basketball don't even come close. It don't even come close to ratings in football. They had a stat that showed the top 75 airing games last year. 67 of them were football games. 67, man. They showed the top airing, the most viewed games in sports last year, the top 75, it was like 67 of them were NFL games. That tells you right there. And trust me, it was like 5 of them were NBA, but it was all championship. That's the only time. They were championship games. NBA finals is what I mean. NFL by far, man. These TV deals are massive, man. But that's game, man. Seahawks win. Best in the NFC. Guys, I'm about to head to bed. TD still not everyone watch football. No, I agree. Not everyone watch, but majority do. That's the point. The majority. And when it comes to sports, majority watch NFL. That's all I'm saying. So if majority watch, then you should be giving the people more because that's what they want to watch. Majority people want to watch football over any other sport. But I'm about to get out of here, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in to TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans, guys. This is Victory Monday. We got a W over the Eagles. We dominated them. We did what we had to do. Shout out to the coaching staff, did their thing. Everybody who donated to the channel tonight, I appreciate your love and support. And always appreciate it, guys. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm about to get me some sleep. I'm turning in from all this travel. I love y'all. Appreciate your love and support, man. As always, man. Good night. Y'all hit that like button on your way out. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. This is TD Fans Talk, baby. Peace. See y'all soon. Peace. Panel conversation tomorrow. Plus, I'll be live throughout the day.